Keep all this to heavy is the head. I see the bow throwing. I'm too full with it. I gotta keep going. Kobe with the wins. You niggas just Ginobili. You winning only cause of me. Let's keep the ball rolling. No disrespect, Slim. Where is your check, Slim?
Welcome back to another episode of the You Weren't There podcast. I'm, of course, your host, Mia Was Here, and we got a great one for you today. We got a special guest co-host today. You know what I mean? You've seen him before. You know him.
A couple times.
You know what I mean? My boy, we're going to let my special guest co-host introduce himself. We're going to get to our guest, and then we're going to roll right into it. Ty?
What's going on, man? It's Ty Rellington, the Uptown Sound on social media, producer, guy, friend.
The guy. And we're going to get right into our guest. Zoe, let's start with you.
Hey, I go by the name KZMF. That's King Zoe, motherfucker. You can find it anywhere. Ask your bitch. She know about it. Instagram is The Real King Zoe. The Real King Zoe. Z-O, no E's, all gas, no brakes. You know what I'm saying? Producer, engineer, DJ, artist. What don't I do? I don't know.
Multi-hyphenate term.
You know what I mean?
We respect it. We do.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? My name is Chris Brown, aka The Real Kendrick Lamar, my name is Tim. That's what my mama named me, but I go by Let the Dirt Say Amen, and the easiest way to say it is I'm a musician.
Amen to that, man. And
That's
I think we believe in introducing the artists who are amazing, who are talented, that you just might not have heard of yet, right? You weren't there. That's the point of the show. I got introduced to Zoe not that long ago. I went to a live show. Shout out to my boy Sam Morris and what they doing with the Love Movement. But I got an opportunity to see Zoe's group perform, and honestly, I was blown away. Right? I think when you go to a live show, it really changes the way that you see an artist. Right? Like to be real, I wasn't like a J. Cole fan until I saw him live for the first time.
When was that?
This was OVO Fest 2016.
Okay.
He had a headline the day before Drake went on stage, and I really went that day because you can purchase like separate days at those festivals, and so I really went to see Big Sean. Right? Listen, this was when Play No Games was out, so he ruled the radio. Don't make that fucking face like he wasn't that nigga.
It's just the arc of like OVO Fest to see Big Sean blown away by J. Cole.
That's the reason I came for that first day. It's not my fault Drake wasn't on there both days. I mean, rest in peace to Drake, but I mean, that's not my fault, nigga. Like, I went to hear Play No Games live. That's what I was there for. That shit was cranking, and you know it.
Yeah, no, I love that song.
So, I went to see Sean. Jeremiah Terrible Ass was there. Well, that nigga ass live. I mean, you got to get who? Jeremiah.
Bro.
He's the worst singer ever.
Me and my girl was at the last Wale show.
He's so bad.
It was terrible.
He's really bad.
The crowd went from excited because he wasn't there.
Right.
So everybody was like, oh, he late or like he not there. So he posted coming off the private jet on IG. So people like, oh, all right, bad. So he come out there, the girls, he started singing. They was like, literally, bro. Literally, everybody was like, I was like, y'all thought he was about to like sound good.
He
like,
never sounds good though. Like every opportunity he has to sing live, he's terrible. Barely on record.
What I'm saying this as an engineer. You got to catch that in the studio. This is not get on stage and we're about to. No.
Oh, yeah.
Not fact.
Play the back track.
But the thing is, this is why you need natural talent, because you know who else has like really slipped live? You remember when Giveon had that like huge slip live? I think it was the BET Awards.
That wasn't. I'm gonna say this as an engineer again though. That was not him.
It wasn't.
That was the engineer in the back having the auto tune on the wrong key.
That's true.
And that'll fuck anybody up.
Except if you don't need auto tune, Coco Jones.
Pause this conversation right quick. Let's pause this conversation right quick. I don't like that.
We're gonna have to understand auto tune to continue.
No, I understand. Like, but see, like, I understand the melodyne. I understand the auto tune. I understand the slight of it. But like, do we need
No. The better question is, should you need it?
Should you need
I'm waiting till the questions finish because I understand how the app works. So I'm gonna just let y'all get it out and then I can explain it to y'all afterwards.
You can explain it now.
So check it out, right? Auto-tune works like it's pitch correction, right?
Right.
Yes.
So think about it in example to like a car, right? If you're driving fucking erratically and fucking going all over the place, then your steer is gonna lock your steering wheel down. But if you're driving smooth, then it's not really doing that much. Auto-tune works the same way. And watch this, it sounds better when you know how to sing. All
Mhm.
auto-tune
course.
is doing is keeping you in the
In the
range of the
range.
pitch. So if you actually know how to modulate your voice, because that's what's happening is modulation,
Yes.
pitch modulation. But people, everybody's favorite auto-tune. Just say you don't know how to use it. It's okay. But like that should be pissing me off because I've been recording niggas for like 10 years, bro. People that have an opinion on auto-tune have never even looked at auto-tune. They don't even know what auto-tune looks like, but they know the word auto-tune,
Right.
and it sounds cool. But like I'd be pissed off because I'm like, why do you think T-Pain sounds like how he sounds?
Right.
Because he can sing.
Because he can sing.
But that's what I'm saying. When he had his tiny desk and everybody was like, "Oh my god!" Like we were blown away. Like you didn't
Yeah,
think
yeah,
this nigga could sing.
I also was like,
You
well,
didn't think he could sing, though.
I was like, well, he could-
That's
No,
what
that-
makes the
Yeah.
auto-tune sound good. Did
Yeah.
niggas not know about Zapp and Roger?
No.
We were
Well,
doing this
no.
with computer
No.
love.
No,
No,
they
these
didn't.
niggas are 12. They
Yeah,
don't
but-
know.
or 12
That's-
minded.
And they're
But
getting
that's
their
real.
musical
That's
opinion from
real.
Kai to
That's
that.
real. That's real, though.
To quick counter your car example though, you should not have a license if you
Woo!
drive like that.
Blew my mind. There it
to
is.
go back to
I
what
don't-
I
I don't
originally was
disagree- but I don't
saying, like
disagree with
I
that.
don't think
I don't disagree with that take.
I think you should
And
just
that's also
know
my
how to
point.
properly modulate your voice if you want to be a proper singer.
And that's my point.
Everybody don't. You feel me? Like
I feel like you just need
that's,
to know
but
how
that was my
you
question.
need to be a good singer.
You shouldn't
You shouldn't
need it.
need
Like
it.
it shouldn't have to be there.
We
Of
understand
course
that it
it's
sounds
great.
better.
Yeah, like of
if
course
you're
it's
a
a
great
great
singer.
thing. Like
The
of course
point
it's a great
is-
tool.
If you're a terrible singer, you should just not be in my fucking headphones at all. That's
Yeah.
the point.
But check it out. We gotta get into it, right? Because you got real R&B, right?
That's where it stops.
But
Jazz
hold on,
Coco
but hold on.
Jones.
You got,
Mm.
but you have real R&B, and then you have pop music.
Mm.
And then we have to, if we really talking about music, we got to really break it down because honestly, R&B, hip hop, rap, we don't get the same respect as all these other genres.
That's true.
We act
Yeah.
like our ears are supposed to be a monolith and music's supposed to only sound one way. That take pisses me the fuck off because I'm like, just say you don't like music for real.
Yeah.
If you like soulful neo soul R&B, that's not going to be the pop shit that you hear with the auto tune and the voice modulation and the pit. These are different genres of music.
This is true.
But
But
we don't get a chance to have the conversation like that because everybody's on this like it's got to be like that, nigga. According
Well,
to
I don't really-
but here's my whole
I
thing
think
with
there's
that.
two different ways of
When
thinking.
you say like pop music, I feel like that's not fair because Justin Timberlake can sing his ass off.
a lot of
The
pop stars
king
can
of the
sing
boy
that.
bands.
Justin
a lot
Bieber.
of fucking Carrie Underwood
and they all
with the
use
NFL
auto-tune.
thing.
But they
I
don't
believe
have-
they all,
they-
but
they
they
don't
don't
have
have to.
to.
If
But
the
it's-
auto tune goes out,
The
Justin Timberlake would be fine.
auto-tune thing now is the standard of just putting it in there. They don't have to though. That's the point.
Y'all got to see the. Y'all have to see the difference between raw
Which
vocals.
we've seen.
Y'all got to
Which
see
we
the
seen.
difference
Which we've
between
seen.
raw vocals and when they press that button. Everybody got a little pinch of that shit in there. Everybody.
But I
And
mean, it
is an
hasn't
industry
always
shit.
been in
So,
existence.
I
Yeah,
got-
it hasn't always been an
So
industry
everybody,
standard.
but it hasn't always been in existence.
Because I'll say
So everybody
niggas
has
was
it all.
mad. Niggas was mad at
Whitney
T-Pain
ain't
when he
no
came
auto-tune.
out. They was like, you're ruining R&B.
The great-
No, we don't think that. We're
No,
not of that
I'm
opinion.
saying like that was T-Pain's stance though. He was like speaking from his
Yeah,
experience.
because Usher said that to him.
Yeah, he was like,
I mean,
I came up fucking with Usher, and he met the nigga for the first time. And
I see
Usher was
both
like,
sides
"You're
in
ruining
that,
me.
though.
you're ruining
I
this
see.
shit."
I see
From
both
a nigga
sides
who
in
can
it.
really
Yeah,
sing?
from a nigga who can really sing and looking at
Turn
you.
the tune
If
off.
I'm looking
Turn
at
the
you,
mic off, bitch.
yeah, like if you're T-Pain and I'm Usher and I'm looking at you like I don't do this with my voice at all, like, and I don't have to.
And I don't have to.
Like it's proven I don't have to. I'll sing for you right now, and you won't sound like me. Yeah, you ruining this shit. You in my way. You stepping on the good dope. The good dope is what you classified the real R&B.
I'm telling you.
Of course, we love all the other stuff. It sounds great, but if you yourself called it real R&B for a reason,
Mhm.
we use the word real
Yeah,
for a reason.
yeah, rhythm
you know,
and blues.
We it's just things. There's certain hierarchies.
Yeah,
I hate
with
using that
everything.
word like with everything
It's
though.
the same
I
as
don't adhere
organic
to
versus
the
processed.
hierarchy. That's
like,
why my
no
name
one-
is
no
King
one-
Zoe, motherfucker.
No one does, but you do. Like you feel me? Like
No.
no one does, but you do. That's the way of the
I'm
world.
here to
Like
break the box open. I gotta challenge that, bro. I'm
feel
I'm
you.
here to set a precedent that has not been set before. That's why she fucked with our group because we don't have a name yet. That's why we're out.
guys, well, How
The
did
name
it
of the
get
group is
introduced?
We Don't
How
Have
did
a
I
Name
get-
Yet.
Oh, for real? That's dope. I
I'm
like
a
that. I
fucking
like that.
marketing genius,
like
bro.
that. I like
I'm on
that. I was about to say, how
I'm
did
on
I get
some other
introduced?
shit, bro. I'm on some other shit, bro. Like I get what everybody else is doing, but I study music for real in real life.
Mhm.
Like the real version of it, not the just I heard it on the radio
Mm.
or I have an admiration for me. No, I really play 43 instruments.
Mhm.
I was in the marching band, the jazz band, the Pevs band, the go-go band. Like I'm in the
Mhm.
Go-Go Hall of Fame. Like we're
Mhm.
not. I love music on a different level. So it's like when I hear a lot of these musical conversations, sometimes I just sit back and I'm like, oh, they don't like music for real.
Mm.
Mhm.
Because they lumping everything together.
That's
bro.
real.
Rap don't get the same respect as rock. Hip hop don't get the same. Look at all the subgenres that rock got. You got classic rock, you got heavy metal, you got fucking this, you got alternative, you got fucking this. But all R&B is supposed to be R&B. All rap supposed to be rap. All hip hop, man, it's
Hey,
bullshit.
can I ask
Bullshit
an
take.
interesting question? If auto-tune helps you sing better, right?
Mhm.
You're supposed to already be able to sing better.
Mhm.
And I'm not against technology. Is there a equivalent to that in rap? Like, is there something that
A ghostwriter.
Well, I mean,
You feel me?
not
I see
even
what
a
you
ghostwriter,
I see what
because
you asking though,
if
but
it's a
I would say no.
ghostwriter,
I
it
would say
means
no.
that person who wrote the rhyme is dope.
You know what's
Yeah.
happening now? AI.
Oh
That's
my
probably
God.
that's probably the
I'm just
that's
curious,
probably the
is there
answer to
something
that.
makes you rap better if you suck? Because a
Mm.
lot of people
A
suck.
ghostwriter.
A ghostwriter.
Yeah,
I
ghostwriter.
think you hit that
I
nail
agree
on
with
the
Yeah,
head.
you can't. There's no technical like. Let me spit some trash bars in the mic and it come out golden. You
Better.
feel me? Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see now.
I haven't
Now
seen that yet.
I can see this happening in like 3 to 5 years, probably shorter than that. The way shit is moving, like
Mhm.
it's moving at a rapid, scary pace,
Facts.
especially with music.
Yeah.
They targeted music first
Mm.
because that's what we taking in the most. You feel me?
Mhm.
Like that's what's the most
And it has
impressionable.
such like subconscious influence.
Exactly.
Mhm.
And I've
There's
been,
a lot
I'm
of mind
so-
control elements in music, and they know that.
I'm such an internet. I hate to say it, but like I'm on the internet so much,
Mm.
and I have been like majority of my life.
They
Like
keep you privy.
I'm able to like I'm on social media. Like I know I know when the agendas are switching. I know when y'all are like I know when bots are like infiltrating certain like
Facts.
conversations. Like I know when it's happening, and I'd be the only one sitting back like, yo, y'all are letting this happen. Like,
I will
are y'all-
give Ty that. He be ahead.
I be ahead, and it's been like that for some years. And
A
like
long time.
people will call me crazy, and I'm like, yo, like, nah, like y'all really need
Yeah,
to
they
focus
try to-
on this. Like,
I've
y'all-
known Ty for like a decade. Give or
Longer.
take. Longer?
it's going on 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Good
Yeah.
to be your friend.
I
buddy.
know, right? I know.
So like honestly, like he's never not been ahead of things.
Yeah.
So I mean,
To my detriment.
and mind
to
you,
my
like,
very,
to
to
his
my,
detriment.
to my
Ty and I have gotten
extreme.
in real arguments. Like I don't want to be this nigga friend no more. Like real talk. Like
I've had doors closed
like,
in my face.
for real. Like he really be ahead on some things.
Yeah.
Like because you know we're not getting into it, and we're not gonna say his name again, but we had a thing about he. who
You already
must
said
not
you
be
went to
named.
OVO Fest. Like, like wait.
First of all,
Nobody's
first
going
of all-
to OVO Fest that's
first of
not
all,
with that. Like,
you don't have to be a stan to be at OVO Fest. I will say this, right?
I
As
mean,
a person, real talk, and I'm
you
gonna
went to
explain why.
Canada?
I'm gonna explain why. First of all, Toronto's great. We're not doing that, all right? As an avid traveler, Toronto's fantastic.
You
All
are.
right?
You are.
So let
You
me
are.
say, Toronto's great, and I went during Carnival, so
Fair.
it was
Multiple
bitches
reasons.
Fair.
everywhere. So
Fair.
it was fantastic.
Fair.
But
Fair.
I will say this, and I mean this, right? Sonically, I'm paying attention to that at festivals, right?
Yeah.
Because I was an artist once, and I
Yeah.
do want to be able to hear this the way I heard it in my headphones or as close as possible.
Mhm.
Sonically speaking, I would say that OVO Fest 2016 was one of the best concerts that I've ever
A lot
been
of
to.
people.
I've been to
Yeah.
Coachella, which I think like they need a whole lot of work because the way that
They
that
need so
sounds on
much
like
help.
Beachella on Netflix is not the way it sounds when you in that audience. And I
I
would
can
say
imagine.
sonically, OVO Fest, and that might be because it was in an amphitheater.
I was about to say,
So it's
yeah.
built for sound.
Mhm.
So, but sonically, better than Made in America, both of them. I mean, the second one is like, ugh, but better than Made in America, better than Coachella, better than any individual concert that I've been to. And I've been to concerts individually for all of those artists. I done
Yeah.
seen Cole 6 times.
Mhm.
Better than all of these things. It was top tier.
Word.
And I think, like, of all the terrible things we could say about the Iceman,
Did you
at
just
the
call
end of
that
the
name?
day,
He did call him
he
the
is
Iceman.
someone who loves music.
The only
He
Iceman
is.
I recognize.
He is.
Chuck
Iceman.
Liddell.
I always think, like,
Church.
I refer to him as that now because I think, like, him not
He on
releasing
ice. He on ice.
facts And also
That
him
might
not
be the- that might
releasing
be
the
the-
Iceman during one of the biggest snowstorms that we've seen on the Eastern Seaboard in a
You're a
decade.
genius. I would have did it.
That's what I would have
I
done.
would at least dropped the EP.
I would have at least dropped a
Something.
and he's done that before, right? Added EPs like for all the dogs. He added a 6-song EP to it. And that to me was better than all the songs that dropped on that album.
That
So
says a
like
lot.
he knows what to do. That tells me everything I need to know about where his confidence is now.
I don't think so.
And
I
I've
don't
heard
think
all
I
of
don't
the
think
new
it's like
music.
that
It's
no more.
trash.
I don't think it's like that no more. I think now he at a point where it's like, all right, they miss me. Like,
You think so?
yeah,
You really think that? I think it's the opposite.
you have to
I think he's
understand.
scared we don't.
You got to understand
Oh.
who we talking about.
Oh,
Explain.
shit.
We've watched extreme displays of delusion.
Facts. That's true.
We've
Duck
watched it.
Lipson.
We've watched extreme displays of
This him.
delusion. So like he's probably at this point like, all right, it's been a couple years. Like they probably miss me. Like a lot of the talk is kind of like
So why not put it out if you think we miss you?
because I think
We
he
don't fucking
I
miss
think-
that nigga.
I think as
We don't.
So as transparent as a J. Cole is, so J. Cole was like, yo, I went and recorded a whole nother album after this shit.
I'm gonna pass it out physically.
Honestly, because like this shit, like I had some shit. I recorded some more shit. I really think he was like, man, like all these leaks, like, yeah, that was about to be Iceman. We was about to be For All the Dogs Part
But
2
all
out
the leaks
here.
were
Like,
terrible too.
yeah, terrible, but like somebody loved them.
That's true.
Somebody loved For All the Dogs. I didn't.
Ugh.
You feel me? So like
Mm.
I just think like the talk and all the conversation, like he probably sat back and was like, man, if I drop this shit for real, like it's really over. Like I can drop it. Cause like at this point, yeah, like numbers.
Over and
Who
which
the
way,
fuck,
though?
like who cares about, like we know you're gonna go number one, nigga. Like you had like that's never been a thing. Like I never understood.
Now more
why,
than
like,
ever because he doesn't need us.
but now it's like now the conversation is really like what I'm noticing. Like I said, I'll be online, like kids are getting older now.
Right.
So like it's like the stranglehold that certain people had talking about numbers and making them so important, they're kind of realizing like
They're dwindling because good music is always timeless.
exactly. And it's like, bro, like that shit, like the shit that went number one actually wasn't even that good. So
Yeah.
like why do we revere
And
it for
didn't last
going
that
number?
long
Yeah.
either.
So like that crutch is gone.
And
so it's
honestly,
like,
if you
okay,
look
now I
at-
gotta be creative.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit.
And
Like,
if you look at like the
Music
span
comes
of all of
first.
that,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
I think like his last several albums, right, have not had the impact of the first several.
Because he didn't have to.
There's no way he
But
doesn't
that's why
notice
I
that.
stopped. That's why I stopped supporting him. Like honestly, it was a mixture of the fans switching, the fan base switching, and me being like, "Oh, I don't
Ruining
belong
everything,
here." Same
for
thing
sure.
happened with Kanye. I was like, "Well, I don't belong in this fan base anymore." Like, y'all are weird. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't belong here anymore. Like,
y'all are weird.
so like the same thing happened with Drake, and I was like, "Y'all are weird," and he's weird. Like, what the fuck? Like, and the music's like,
Let me be honest.
I can make this
Less than
music.
me.
Like, you feel me? Like, I
Less
can
than me.
literally
You know what I
make
mean?
these beats.
Less
I
than
can
me.
probably write these raps. Like, all right, I'm not impressed. Like,
And also I think musically, every artist is a bit egomaniacal. I think that's
you
I think
kinda
that's fair
have
to say.
be, maybe.
You kind of have to be a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
But I think like at that level, right? You just feel like, no, I know what I'm doing. And in a
Yeah.
lot of ways you do.
In a
right?
lot of ways you do.
But I think really the biggest mistake with Drake was this, like, not just chasing the numbers, but like chasing a culture, chasing a sound.
I think
He should have gotten
Y'all-
different producers so long ago.
See, that was my first thing. I
So
was like,
long
man,
ago.
like these beats.
These
boy.
beats, like, you need to let
Whew.
40 like go do something else.
But it stopped being 40, and people not talking about that. It stopped being 40.
What was it?
It stopped being
Every
40. He
other
was
nigga that he
going
started
there.
working
He was
with.
going to Take Keith and all these niggas for years.
Ah.
Like, and before Take Keith, it was Metro, and before it was Metro, it was Southside.
Trying to
Like,
get the streets.
yeah,
And we've
not
talked a
trying.
lot.
Like he did it. Like we everybody fell for it.
Yeah, and we
In
talked a
real
lot.
time.
Like Ty and I have talked
Can
a
I
lot
raise my
about
hand like
You
a
didn't fall
student
for
in the classroom,
Like-
All right, so I'm gonna ask you a transparent
Bro.
question. When in 2012, because this is I
I've
can
been waiting to jump in on this topic. But
I
I'm listening to.
nah, I'm
to
gonna
y'all
ask.
take.
I want you. This was my pinpoint into when it happened. I can from when I can remember. It's the effect of, and this is gonna sound like a joke, but I really mean it. It's the effect of when you in the club. Say you in the club,
Mhm.
bunch of black people in the club. You see that one white boy walk in the middle, and he start fucking shit up, and everybody's like, "Oh,
right.
oh, whoa, shit!" That was Drake on Versace. We have before that, it was kind of like, oh, good raps. You know what I mean? All right, cool, like cool melodies. We didn't really hear him like
Go
do-
crazy.
attack that flow, get on some. So from there, it was that effect, like, oh, wow. oh.
And then he did it
Yeah.
100 more
and then,
times.
And then he did it more, and because he saw everybody like, oh shit, I got
This
him.
is what they like.
I got him.
So
Feel
I
me?
got
Like,
a question now based on that question.
Mhm.
Did Kendrick do that with the GNX album?
to some people, to some people that aren't
didn't know he could do that.
they didn't
well,
know they didn't know his catalog.
He a
They
whole
did-
West Coast.
yeah, he's had
You
that.
surprised
Yeah,
before.
West Coast
but
niggas
is
sound
it-
West Coast is crazy.
Yeah.
Is it very timely that sound came at the time?
Oh, I
that
think it was.
did?
I think it was.
Never
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
done
he
it
planned that.
before,
yeah,
but
that he definitely planned
that
that.
that album was playing just like that beef was playing.
Like
But you know
the
what's
song,
crazy? You
They
know what's
Not Like
crazy?
Us.
The album was going to happen regardless.
Mm.
He was going to roll that out regardless, and that's the whole genius of all of that. Is like, my nigga Drake, you really did it to yourself because you didn't even have to like. He was gonna roll this album out regardless. Like niggas followed the burner. Like he posted the GNX like ironically 1 month before Like That came out.
Mm.
And he didn't record it yet. So it was like that was already in motion. Like so it was like you stepped like you halted his rollout for a year, honestly.
My
Mm.
question
Like-
is more so to the variety in that album, based
Mhm.
on what y'all just said about Drake. All right,
Mhm.
he found a sound,
And stuck
stuck with it, kept rolling
Duplicating,
with it till till there's no more room. for this to be
I'll
done.
give
So
flowers.
does
He didn't
GNX
think
have that
there.
going
Like
on?
he can,
Versatile.
Is that going on the album GNX? Is because when I listen to it, I hear basically we went in the studio and we said we're gonna make 9 more of They Not Like Us, and that's no diss.
That's what
just
you-
what
that's
my
what you
ears.
heard?
That's what you
That's
heard?
what my ears
That's not
heard.
what I heard.
But
That's
also,
not what he
hold
did.
on, wait. Where are you from?
DC.
That's why.
that's
Oh,
not why.
no, really not.
Hold
I
on,
just
let me-
left-
but let me-
Because
let
I'm
me-
from
hold on.
DC.
No, but let me
I
tap in.
literally just
Let me-
left
let
the
me-
West Coast for
but I'm
3 years
saying,
in LA,
but I'm
so I
saying,
know
let-
what you're
but let
saying
me
about
tap
the
in.
appeal of
It's
it
just-
from coming from there.
That's all
It's
I'm
just
pointing
like
out.
if somebody
it's
here
different to our ears,
does
bro.
something
But
with
It's shit,
y'all.
it's shit that I done played in East Coast studios that are bangers on the West Coast, and I done watch East Coast niggas face scrunch up like the fuck.
You know why I've
it's a difference.
You
in
know why
culture,
I've
bro.
never. You know why
It's a
I've
difference in
never.
culture.
I've never
And it's-
subscribed to that
But it's
because
not everybody.
it's not. It's not. Yeah, but that's what I said. I personally have never subscribed to that because I've never like. I'm born and raised in DC. Yeah, so like, I'm gonna catch a pocket. You feel me? But like at
If
the
it's
same
there,
time,
it's
if the pocket is all a
Mhm.
pocket is in music.
I played.
It don't
Mhm.
matter what music is playing.
Yeah.
Genre
There's
is
a pocket
irrelevant.
in it. You feel me? Like
Genre is
so.
irrelevant.
I can't-
Nirvana has a pocket.
anything, and I grew up listening to everything.
Yeah.
You feel me? So like I can't hear something and be like, nah, that's something. There's in GNX, there is, if I can just off top think, there are probably 4 songs where you can listen to them and be like, this sounds like Not Like Us.
So if it's
Four
four
songs.
songs on an album,
But
that contains
but they
10,
don't sound like. I'm just saying you can say that, but in realistically, they don't sound like it.
The masses.
general
The
public,
masses,
right?
yeah.
So if the general public can say that, and there's 4 songs, now again, sometimes that's done with intention. They're like, hey, I want everything on this to be the same exact colors. But I guess my question is there a bias to one side?
No.
No, I don't think so. I think he went on there and did Kendrick. He just did it over like beats and with a melody and a cadence.
And he
that
still,
he
and
knew
he still,
it
honestly,
attacked the
this was the most well-rounded. Like we're seeing well-rounded versions of the big 3, right?
Facts.
That's which is
I
why
think
I think
Can
this
I just
next
say
one
this
got to
real
be
quick,
like
just to like throw this in, throw a really big monkey wrench in this. That was the worst. All right. First, let me say I'm 48.
okay.
All right. I'm gonna
Matters.
throw that out there because that means that
Matters.
I've been
Matters.
able to see the evolution of battles. I'm a huge battle rap fan. Like
Mhm.
Free Sue Surf, Tay Rock,
Mhm.
Smack URL, all of that, right?
Mhm.
That was the worst battle I've ever witnessed in my life.
Why?
The next thing I'm gonna
That was
say
funny.
is
Yeah, you're gonna have to double back and
Oh, why?
yeah.
Oh,
Definitely got double back.
You wanna answer the Drake
we
question,
can
bro.
break
We
it
done-
down.
You can give your second point, but you need to
We
go
can
back and
break it
tell me
down
why.
as to why. All right. Why is because as an MC, and again, this is not to slight brother Kendrick, because I think he's an amazing musician. I think he's an amazing lyricist. J. Cole, Drake, even if he has a ghostwriter, you're able to deliver the rhyme the way-
Exactly.
and just
Delivery
like
matters.
Easy did not write
Quentin
his
couldn't
rhyme.
do it.
So
Let's just say
Do
it.
we put
But-
Easy
so, hold on.
in?
So this is my question. All right, but you see how you said that? So my question goes right to that point. If this guy is supposed to be considered
The best.
he's the best,
Who we talking about?
Kendrick.
Or Drake? Some people would say either.
I'll let y'all say it for me. But one guy, according to the situation, the way it played out, is considered, this guy is the top. No one can beat this guy in anything.
Mhm.
All right. This guy is questionably,
There's some
a product of
asterisks.
ghostwriting. And so how are you still considered the best?
Because the game
If
is not
you-
real. That is literally the
Like
answer. That's
if
why
you
I'm
wait, what's
so
the
don't-
question?
in other words, if you're not
The
going,
How is Drake
not
considered the
real.
best when he's not,
not
a real
Drake,
artist?
not Drake.
Not
I'm
Drake?
talking about Kendrick. How is this? Again, I said this one guy because we all know the outcome. How is this one person considered the illest to ever do it? And he went up against this guy. Like he didn't go up against.
Who?
Well, let's just throw out names, right? Who are the greatest like MCs of right now? Because it doesn't seem to be a popular topic about rapping nowadays. But let's throw out J. Cole. Let's throw out Kendrick.
Oh, you smell
Again, y'all probably know the names more than I do because a lot of times I hear stuff and I'm like,
I think I'm confused.
this
That's the
isn't-
question, though.
the question is, all right.
The game is rigged. That's the answer.
All right, take sports, right? The
Mhm.
Jordan era Bulls.
Mhm.
They went up against a lot of formidable opponents.
Kept
Like,
25 Hall of Famers out of
yeah.
the
Oh,
championship.
I see what you're
so
saying.
like
I
take
see
the
what you're
league,
saying.
take the league nowadays. Now some people say,
I see
hey
what you're
man, the
saying.
league is better than it's ever been. My personal opinion based on what I've seen is that this isn't like anywhere near as like fiery and as like
Mhm.
as the old, like people used to walk away with blood out here. And this is
Mhm.
like young y'all out this joint,
Mhm.
with lime green suits and top hats, and that's what it's about.
I
So
understand the
that's-
question
I
now.
I'm
see what
kind of
you're
asking, like, if the competition
For sure.
isn't, like, because Cole dropped out.
That's a good question.
I can't.
So if the competition, it's like if I go up to the nearest high school, right? Now it might be again some 18-year-old or 17 that crush me, right? But if I again focus on those that are again less skilled than
Mhm.
I'm gonna come out the champion.
I can really answer this question now. I'm
So
glad.
that-
I
it's
want to
just-
hear Ty's
I'm asking it
opinion
for, like,
because I feel like he's
curiosity's
going to
sake.
cover my answer.
Yeah,
I've
like, for
never-
curiosity's sake.
I can finally say this on camera. Like,
I'm interested.
it's been here this whole time. So the reason why, for somebody like yourself, I'm glad you also told me your age because it's a good framework of the like
It's
you
a factor.
the outside looking in really of this like
But there are a whole bunch of people my age
no,
that
facts.
are pretending to be hip, and they're like, "Oh man,
the
whoever the
conversation.
name is," they say, "Yeah, that guy's great."
The
they don't really
conversation
mean it.
around Drake has always been he's the best because he's the best, right?
Right.
He's the greatest. He's on top.
Sales or whatever, he's the best.
But that's the reason why that's been the title that it's never been the creativity. It's never
So
been
was it more about dethrone Drake?
probably.
And everyone was like, "Hey,
But
we
let me
don't want him to be
let me get to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got to get to that because probably, but necessarily yes. The sales is the sales king. Michael Jackson is the king of pop because of sales and popularity.
Mhm.
We know that he also had hits written for him. Like we know the Michael Prince thing. Ironically, we know that. Huge Michael Jackson fan myself. You feel me? But we get it. There's different standards of artists. Drake has always been crowned the greatest because in the generation of where everybody was coming out, he shot up to the top
Mhm.
of all charts. I sold all this. When we converted to streaming, I am the streaming baby. I am funneling money to this industry, and I am the golden child of this industry
Mhm.
because of sales.
Mm.
Kendrick came out with respect of being a creative MC, a rapper.
Okay.
He didn't need sales for niggas to be like, oh, niggas called him the savior of hip
What was
hop.
his first big song?
We got it before. We got to talk before Big Song.
Well,
And that's my
but
point.
I'm just curious though. What was his first
big
like?
what?
hit,
Swimming
like-
Pull up,
Pools?
drink.
Yeah, probably Swimming
Headshot,
Pools was the
drink.
first like hit.
Okay.
But before that, Kendrick was the talk already.
Yeah.
He was all ready to talk.
He was in the conversation way before that.
Literally.
As
Before
a-
his first
I mean,
album,
He
Yeah,
featured
I
on
know
Drake's
it's
album
featured on-
before Swimming Pools.
Yeah, I've seen Drake on Drake's album.
prior to.
he was already considered the savior among the media space of people at that time that you would tune in and listen to, right?
Yeah.
So there's always been this contingent of people that will consider art first. I don't care about sales. That nigga can't even rap like that. This nigga's the greatest.
So that's what
This
my
nigga's the
question
best.
Is like, why?
I have an answer, but I'm gonna let Ty
Why
wrap
is
this up
everyone
first.
frantic? Like, oh my god!
Because you
he
got a
just
whole
beat Goliath.
because in some people's eyes, your sales make you Goliath. Your sales make you unbeatable.
Right.
Okay,
They framed it that
and
way.
in some people's eyes, that rhyme from start to end
Matters
on,
the most.
On They Not Like Us was, yo, I've never bars.
He opened up a door for people that didn't look at stuff that way.
Unpopular opinion. I actually
if
thought
you
Euphoria
don't
was much
look
better.
at that. As,
You
like,
said
I thought Euphoria was much better.
Me
than
too.
Not Like Us. But
Not Like Us was just more effective for
More
people
effective.
that needed to see that.
Yeah.
I've seen this nigga
I
for what he
think-
was the whole time.
facts.
I
For
think
me,
the hard part
for
of
me,
it-
What the fuck?
But look though, people needed to say
Conversation
that.
is rigged. The game is rigged.
It's not even. It's not even.
There's no real
Yeah,
talk.
Honestly,
that's at
that
all.
statement that you're making.
It be like
It's
my
rigged, but
brain, like
it's
the
been
ADHD
reversed.
in me,
Facts.
bro.
It
I
was
be
rigged
like,
in
what
reverse.
we
No, hold on, hold on, hold on.
It was
just
rigged in
saying
reverse.
shit.
I have a response though.
It was rigged in reverse.
So, in response to your question,
Words
right?
just-
The reason why I think this battle turns Kendrick into David versus Goliath, and David won that, right? Here's the reason why. It's because with Kendrick, what you have is an organic MC, right? Who has built his respect in the industry, who's
Mhm.
built his fan base, who's also built the numbers. All those albums are platinum too,
Multiple.
right? Organically writing his own
the dude
music,
has a Pulitzer.
being his
yeah.
ass, being his own person,
real
right?
writer.
Being himself, right?
Mhm.
You have that guy, and then you have the machine. The reason why this battle with Kendrick makes him so important is because it's not just David beating Goliath. It's
the
David
people
beating
versus the
Goliath,
system.
the
Yeah.
army behind Goliath,
Yeah.
the military unit that controls the unit behind Goliath. It
Now, are you-
is you versus the machine.
Real
That's a
shit.
very different. So that's the difference between Michael Jordan beating the Portland Trailblazers versus beating the Portland Trailblazers, all four referees,
Yeah.
the entire
I get
arena,
what you
Yeah.
the coaches,
The
the
fans.
fans, like, the media that's on TV that day.
Facts.
That's the difference.
So here's a question.
That's not the same thing.
So
you're
It's just
saying-
beating
so
this
you're
nigga.
saying
You
that
didn't just beat
Kendrick-
this nigga. You beat the industry.
So you're saying
Yeah.
Kendrick didn't have any of those things that you just said
Of
Drake
course
had?
he got him.
Of course he got him,
Like
but there's a
labels,
difference.
But that's why.
There's a difference though.
But if
For
you're
you
in
to
the
group
big
those in, I
three,
think
how
it's
can you
very
be
unfair.
considered
Yeah.
David, if you're in the big three, and then you said fuck a big three, is
Because
big
there's
me.
levels to that.
the big three. I'm glad people
Who
are
was the
saying.
big three in the NBA?
I'm glad
The
people are saying the
Bulls,
big
the
three.
Jazz, and the
because the big
Trailblazers.
three has
But who
never
you
been a
still
thing.
talking about?
I mean,
Yeah.
Lakers,
The Bulls.
I don't know
Yeah.
about the Trailblazers.
Yeah.
He had been with Magic Johnson ass, so
Yeah,
they weren't
but
even in the
the
conversation
Trailblazers
anymore.
Don't even have
This is the
nowhere
thing.
near the championship.
You
that
beat a
the Lakers-
nigga so bad that you're not even talking about these niggas no more.
Right.
You're not talking about Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars the way you talk about Jordan. You're not talking about Carl and John the way you talking about Jordan.
Of course
You're not
not,
talking about
Mike.
Clyde and them niggas the way you talking about Jordan.
Yeah, but-
These niggas were all
So
Goliaths.
my question is,
It's true.
Who
He
in
had
this-
to go against them
but who
niggas.
in this
Smoking
conversation
shit. Let's
is
go.
who in the conversation is Mike? Is my question.
Right now.
Right now, like who? Like
Right now,
Do you really want that answer? I don't think you want that
I want
answer.
right now
from y'all,
before
I
this
would
battle
like to
because
Before the battle,
Who's
who was
Mike?
Mike?
there's a changing of the guard, and
Yeah.
that's the
Who
point.
was
And
that?
that's
Who
what-
was-
that's why it's
who
so
was-
jarring.
Drake wasn't Mike.
So give me
Drake
both.
was Mike.
Give me
Drake
both.
was Mike.
Give me both.
Out of the
Before
three-
and after.
You know-
Before Drake,
All right, Drake
now
was Mike.
Ken.
Yeah.
Remember-
Now
Remember, Michael can actually do what he do.
Drake can rap and write.
But
We not
if
saying
you
he ain't
have
got no
writers-
talent.
If you have writers, then it's not all you.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna break this shit down, right?
Mhm.
But you saying in the public sphere.
I'm saying,
That's what I'm saying.
let's make that direct comparison, right? How many championships did Jordan win before Pippen got there? Before he started using Kerr? Before
Mhm.
Kukoc? Before Rodman? Not a goddamn one. That is the point. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter how good you are if the team is not solid.
Yeah.
You need teams behind you. So yeah, all of these niggas got teams.
Kendrick
John
started
and
with
Carl
Dre,
had a
though.
team.
Kendrick
Don't mean
started
you're gonna
with
win no
Dre.
goddamn championship.
Kendrick
You might
started
get to the
with Dre,
playoff.
though.
That does not guarantee you no championship just because you that nigga. J. Cole and Kendrick was already them niggas. They were already the Portland Trailblazers. They were already
Yeah.
the Utah Jazz. That don't mean
But
that
to
you
who?
get to beat
But my
Jordan.
question is to who though? When
The
y'all
people.
To the people.
That-
So
which
to
is
the
why
back-
they are
So
considered
based
the
on
big
sales
three.
then.
No, they got the sales.
The sales are happens.
sales happens, right?
No, it ain't.
It's not- but it's not-
It's a lot of people that are amazing that have not that many sales.
Yeah. Well, the big three.
Timing is a thing
The
too, though.
big three thing
Who
happened
made them
because
the
of
big three?
because of. I mean, I've never said the big three out of my mouth before.
Yeah.
These are
Like,
just-
you
I'm
feel
not
me?
trying to be a
Except
jerk.
for today.
If I say the big three, I'm talking about anime.
Yeah, you feel me? Like,
Not-
Bulls never called themselves a
or
dynasty.
like some wrestling,
Very true.
like something. You
I'm
feel me?
not-
Like I don't subscribe to like certain like words, and I think that's also what's happening. Like the media throws out these words
They
and
gonna
like these
skew it
titles.
and make you you
Yeah.
polarize your decision and be like, it's gotta be
Exactly,
this
and
or
I've
it's
never
gotta be this.
never
Facts.
been.
But music is nuanced,
Which is
bro.
why I can feel you. I can feel you where
That's
you
why
coming
I
from.
be
I've
get-
never been that
I be
either. You feel
getting
me? Like,
heated, bro, because my taste is real live eclectic.
but the big three is based on sales.
Yes.
Now, if you have to look at the big three, though, if
So
you
how
have
does
to,
the
if you have
order
to,
fall with sales.
I don't. The big three for me, this is how I look at the big three. The big three is based on sales. That's the blanket.
Mhm.
If I have to get into the big three, now I have to look at why
Yeah,
y'all are even.
But I mean, like the digits. If we look right now, who would have the highest sales in those three guys?
It's probably Drake, Kendrick, Cole.
It's
right?
still Drake.
It's
Okay.
still Drake.
It's still Drake.
It's always gonna be Drake.
Yeah.
Out of those three,
He had the highest
Which
streaming
is
numbers
why-
last
but-
year.
which is
and
why-
nigga
which
was
is
nowhere
why-
to be found.
which is why all of that.
So did he lose?
Yeah, I'm getting ready. Which is why all of that kind of bit him
depends
in the
on what
ass
you
because it's like, bro,
looking for in a
once you
battle.
once you get the numbers point out of there, now we got to get into other stuff. that's
15, 20
important.
years later,
That was
the
a
other
dumb
things
question,
matter in your
though.
legacy.
That was a dumb
Right,
question.
because
he did lose.
Prince's legacy is Prince's legacy. There's very little that taints that legacy at this point now that we're so far removed from it, right? The same with Jordan. People did not like Jordan when he was playing. And now he's emerged. People
Yeah.
didn't like Kobe when he was playing.
Yeah.
And now they've emerged into this godlike, iconic level because that is what people assign years and years later. That is Prince's legacy. Michael's legacy is still tainted by what? What's the one thing he could never get away from? That child shit.
I was like,
So
Michael,
there are things that taint the legacy that
three of
are
them.
eternal.
Yes.
To me, this is eternal.
Yeah.
He's never getting over the fact that he got smoked by this 5'9" nigga. Not
Yeah.
ever.
And it's like
But it didn't change the fact
his
that those
fans
niggas were
not
still
gonna let
successful.
him. His fans not gonna let him get over it.
Nah.
That's really what it is because it's so jarring. Like they bit into the fact that this nigga's untouchable because he sells so much.
Yeah.
There was never
and
nothing
also,
else. There was
it's
never
not
nothing
sales
else.
alone.
Like
It's
there was,
also like his control of the club.
That was always
Yeah.
There were so many people's lives for so
And that-
long.
you
and
can't
that's
play
my
that in the
thing.
club.
Yeah.
and that's
He
what,
started that shit.
As a nigga that's been in the club since I was 16 years old.
You know what
shout
I
out to my man Mark. I was working at Love at 17. You feel me?
Hey,
I actually
Big Mark Spain.
I actually worked Drake's first concert in DC at Love. This is the So Far Gone
Wow.
tour. Scared to death in the elevator. All these
For
people.
sure.
I remember meeting this nigga.
Mhm.
That's why I be you feel me? Like that's why I be speaking how I speak. Like that club shit, bro. Like you get older.
Facts.
You feel me? So it's like
You got to grow with your fans. And I feel
you
like
have to.
I think that's
You have to.
that's
You
the
approach
problem
it
with
for-
him.
I'm 35,
He's
bro. Like
reverting.
I've literally you've literally been a part of a soundtrack to my life.
Mhm.
Majority of my life
Yeah.
now.
Facts.
My nigga, I should not feel like I know more about life than you at this point.
Facts.
And as a nigga that's been in a relationship for 8 years, about to approach other points, like I feel like I'm ahead of you in life.
Mm.
Maybe not financially, and that's where it stops though.
but that's where
And
the
that
whole
and it's so
conversation stops.
and that's where
You don't
everything
got more money
stops.
than this nigga,
That's
and then
where
nobody want to talk
everything
about
stops,
nothing else.
and that's
no
where
more.
you lose. That's where you lose.
But then, so can
That's
we
where
say
you
this?
lose.
So can we say this? Can we take this stance then when it comes to like people having conversations and shit? Why are we not just cutting people like that out of the
I
conversation?
do. But we have to.
I-
But listen, though, I have to.
As soon as I
I'm
see
just
what
me.
you're-
I'm just me. I'm
But
just
that's
being
what
this
I'm
good
saying,
brother
like,
right
as
here.
soon
So
as
I have to
as-
level with him as to
as-
why I would never even
As
put
soon as I
Drake
see
in this
you
conversation.
differentiate
He has to
yourself,
put Drake in the conversation because Drake's been placed in his life as Goliath, whether he wanted it to be or not. He's a Drake fan. I could tell he is
No,
by the way he
I
looks.
actually don't listen to any of the big three.
Okay, so
With
he's
re-
not
with
he's not
respect to
revered
that,
of
I
none of
think
these
they're all
niggas. You
dope.
feel me? Like
Yeah.
he's looking at these niggas like they all mutts.
Yeah,
And I respect that. I respect that
Here's the
stance
thing.
more. I
To
respect
Pimp a
that more.
Butterfly was amazing. I love that.
To
album.
Pimp a Butterfly,
I
honestly,
don't go back to it because
I do.
it's nothing.
You should every
How
so
much a
often.
dollar cost is my song?
You should go
How
back
much
to
a
the
dollar
whole
cost
thing
is my
every
song?
so often, not a lot. It's like you listening to it
But
for the
the
first
damn
time.
album
Yeah.
forwards and backwards. and
Like
it
I
makes
said,
sense.
going past that is like I've always listened.
Mhm.
Whenever stuff comes out, I'm not that dude that's like no.
Okay.
I'm listening. my
Mhm.
kid is a Drake fan. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
And again, like I said, if you ask me, the Hard Part 6 was a better song than They Not Like Us. That's a club party song. That's not a battle rap.
I didn't even like
That's
the
not a
rap
battle
in
rap.
the Hard Part
That,
6.
that's not a battle
But I
rap.
don't like
That's not a battle rap.
the way he raps right now, where he's giving real raps. I hate that
Young.
aggression, discretion,
And why is
progression.
it cool
Like, I hate that style of rapping.
I can't.
And
do
that's
it.
how he's been rapping for 4 years right now.
But blessings to all that. Whoever is viewed as the king in the masses' eyes, I totally get that.
I don't even like
fuck
that.
that
I don't like
bitch
any of those
It's not for
framings.
me, but
Yeah.
I get the conversation.
I
I
just
think you
don't
like
like.
who you like.
I don't like the king. There can
Yeah.
only be one thing because it's like it's never been that
I
for
just
me
want to
either.
see
That's
who
why
else she went up
hip-hop is
against to get
suffering.
that title.
And
That's
I agree.
No,
But
that's
but
why hip hop is suffering
is,
right
though.
the fuck now because literally everybody wants to make every conversation fucking monolithic.
Yeah,
We all have to agree on this. It all has to hit like this. It all got to slap like this.
Going back to-
music is literally nuanced. And hold on, because I want to answer that fucking Drake question.
yeah. From
'Cause y'all-
before, yeah,
y'all went so fucking
from like
far.
an hour.
And, Nick,
Remember, yeah.
ADHD, bro. I can't fucking help this shit. And it's my birthday. I'm activated right
Yes.
now, bro. When it comes to Drake, bro, I never said this nigga doesn't make good music.
Mm.
I never said he was not an entertainer. I never said none of this nigga had 15 summers on lock. What the fuck are we talking about?
Right.
But my standpoint comes from what you were talking about. The rules in hip hop are different from the rules in pop. Nobody's saying these niggas don't have writing camps.
Right.
Nobody's saying none of that shit because they're all writing songs for each other. They were all under Universal Music Group. What the fuck are we actually talking about?
I mean, that was
If
Drake's
we-
whole.
if
That's
we
his whole
talking
thing. I'm
about
helping
stats-
these niggas and they talking shit about me.
Okay,
I
okay.
think that's a legitimate argument.
And
if we're
that's
being
my
fair.
thing. And that's my thing. But there's levels. Like, and I'll say it like I will say it like motherfucking Mos Def said it, bruh. Drake is pop to me.
So many excuses.
And I love pop music. I fucking
It's just-
love
yeah,
pop
you just
music.
saying what it
But
is,
I
yeah.
don't, when I look, hear, and listen to Drake, I'm not like, this is the greatest hip hop I've ever. I've never felt like that. And let me tell you my moment. It's when this nigga came, because I liked him at first.
me too.
Let me.
We
you know
all
what I'm saying?
did. We all
I'm talking
did.
about when he was emotional rapping and niggas was
Me
saying,
too.
don't Drake and drive.
Me
Nigga, I
too.
never forgot.
Me
Okay.
too. I
Let's-
was drinking and driving. my
Okay.
nigga.
So this is the moment. This is the moment where he lost me. When that nigga came out with Believe Me, I'm that nigga, but my dad is a real street nigga. You can't tell me to believe that you're a street nigga. And I'm like,
He was-
okay,
He
hook
was
on it.
begging for it. He was
Nigga,
believing.
And
Believe
then
me.
Wayne came and watched him on both verses, nigga. Fuck out of here. You're not about to talk no street shit to real street niggas who really see street shit. And it's respectable. So I'm telling y'all, and the
Actually-
whole internet and anybody who listens to this podcast, that's the moment he lost me as a fan. I was like, fuck you, me, you the nigga. And now you hanging out with Jay Prince and you doing all this gangster shit. And
But-
that's cool.
You know what's so crazy?
But I'm just
though?
saying, to me, that was very inauthentic.
But
That's all.
it
I-
takes a certain type of man to teach.
That's all.
To be far from hood, but to understand the streets. He told y'all niggas that too. I mean,
Listen,
he's
I
been-
never said
he's
the
been
nigga wasn't
playing both sides for a long time.
never said the nigga wasn't
Drake
lyrical.
got introduced to some street shit in
Yeah,
his
fuck
life.
yeah.
So
Because
when-
that's not me. And I
As a
want
nigga-
to
as a nigga
clarify.
that-
That's not me being like, I'm a street nigga. So
no, I know what you're saying
everything.
though.
No.
I know what you're saying. Like
We get it because we're not dumb, but we can't get
Yeah,
it.
yeah, they-
We can't speak for
Because
them.
I don't want him to clip it and be like, KZMF was on the fucking.
Yeah.
No. I never said I was a street nigga. I'm saying
we from where we from though. Like
approximation to the
yeah,
streets
like
and being on the fucking sidewalk is two different fucking.
especially a Canadian sidewalk.
Yeah.
Like, what are we, bro? And
I'm
then
Nas.
and
Seeing the
then
shit from
the
the window,
nigga
but I
went
wasn't
to
on the
fucking-
window.
A Canadian window.
where
Like,
was the nigga in Europe? Did y'all see the clip of Drake being like, and niggas in London do this when can't nobody in America do this?
I
like,
mean, but that was emotional.
That was bitterness. Like,
Emotion.
that was
But
bitterness
that's
and
it. And
projection. We're not
was on
taking
his-
that.
he was on his Trump
He's
shit.
projecting.
Shut
But
up.
that's in pertinence to his question as well, because I've been listening to everybody
Uh-huh.
who really lost the bat. And nigga, if you're on stage crying about it later, we know who won.
If you got a holy shirt with smoke coming out of it, like
They tried to kill me.
you know what's crazy? I still as a
the
nigga,
visuals are hard.
as a nigga that can be like,
The
I see what you
I
did.
thought that.
He doesn't know that
was
he
hard.
doesn't know that
That was
he doesn't know that he's corny though.
That's what.
It's
I
been that
think that's
forever.
No.
dope though.
I disagree with that. I disagree with
Because
that.
now his
No, he
success-
doesn't. He doesn't know how
No,
corny
look,
He
he
doesn't know
is.
how corny.
But I'll be
That's
honest,
not what you said though.
You're right.
success
He knows he's
transcended
corny.
the corniness.
He doesn't know how corny.
But his success has transcended
Because
that.
everybody could be a little corny. You feel me? Like
His tra-
I'm not the coolest nigga in the room. Like you feel me? Like I watch wrestling.
Same.
I do too.
Nah, my nigga. You feel me? But like,
I love a good rom-com and I read for fun.
you feel me?
so
Like,
ain't no
but
gangsters
there's
over
a
here.
but there's a level.
Read a fucking book, by the way.
Facts. Read a book.
If you
Goddamn.
haven't read a book this year,
There is a level of corny.
Now that should be the segue into greater.
And
Like for
let me put a period in it. Let me put a period in
there
it.
are two light skinned guys on these seats right now
He said
that
two.
that do not have
Not light skin no
ghostwriters.
more.
You
You
know.
see this
You
tan.
don't have
I was
ghostwriters.
trying to make sure.
All right. Like I said, I'm more golden these days. But
Nigga,
I feel it. I feel
nigga.
it.
It is winter and you clear over there. Get to your point.
You get what I'm saying?
We is
is
not doing
that
this.
We don't have ghostwriters.
There
All
we go.
right. I've never lost a battle to
There
a
we go.
junior high school kid.
Nice.
Or won versus a junior high school
we go.
kid because
Facts.
that's not who I should have been battling.
There we
Facts.
go.
That being said, happy Black History Month
Black
because we
History
still
Month,
got the
everybody.
last couple of days left.
We still here.
And again,
Rest in peace, Jesse
light
Jackson.
skinned MCs
Fuck that.
matter in Black History Month.
Hey, man, that was
Ben knew he set him
that
up.
was crazy for
Ben
both
knew
of
he set him
y'all.
up.
I'm gonna say rest in
Again,
peace,
the
Jesse
Spider-
Jackson,
the
only
Spider-Man,
because I grew up learning about the nigga.
Set that
I also
nigga
grew
up.
up learning about the nigga. So like when I read the news, I said, oh, and I text my mom and I said, hey, Jesse Jackson died, and she said, oh yeah, I know. Good morning, babe. I was like, oh, all right, cool. The ball rolls.
My mama
So,
didn't even mention it.
Yeah, like
My mama
you
was
can't,
born
you
in
can't, you
19.
can't do certain,
was
you
born in
can't
the
do
50s.
certain, you can't do certain figures that we revere that way, or just us.
I'm
I'm gonna feel the same way when AS passed away too. I got my reservations for him too.
I got more reservations for him.
Hair or his
No, just him. Like
Just him.
Yeah, I probably just won't feel it up, and that's crazy. Like,
I mean,
am I
I think a much more obvious Uncle Tom there, but
yeah, more than Jesse, right? Jesse
More than
did
Jesse.
some shit. Jesse did do
shit was
shit.
like
Jesse did shit. Jesse shit was
covert,
personal.
like we're not getting into no labels on this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't want
Jesse
to get
did
pulled,
shit for
but
people though.
yeah.
Like he did.
he
that
did
nigga
some
took
shit
the
and then he
blood
did
off
some
the
shit.
floor and put
That's it.
on his shirt, nigga, and got on the airplane and was in the next state the next day talking about we gotta fuck that nigga.
How you know he scooped the blood?
Because
All opinions voiced
We
by the
can-
guests, if you weren't there, are that of the guests and are not responsible
I don't watch
concerning
it.
the outcome
I
of
don't
the
watch
show.
several of the documentaries from the families, and as well, that information is readily available on the internet. So anybody watching this
it
can
out.
absolutely go fact check me. I'd like you to do that. And happy Black History Month as well, because guess what? Dr. Huey P. Newton had a PhD, but he also had that shit on him.
That's facts.
All
These are
right.
facts.
I was born on the day
Bishop
Malcolm X
Concealed
was
carry.
assassinated,
No arguments.
bro. I'm
No
not.
arguments.
I'm
Bishop
very
Concealed
militant with
carry,
my. They can't, bro. They
Happy
got that
birthday
nigga.
too, bro.
What? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Happy
Everybody,
birthday, bro.
and the nigga didn't have a tie on the balcony, nigga.
The only one who didn't.
The only one. The
It's
only
the
one.
code.
Yeah.
It's the code. My parents
Yeah.
was military, bro.
Yeah, the only one who did.
I'm not
it,
no
too.
regular nigga saying this shit,
Yeah.
bro. This nigga, and
Yeah.
there's documents. The nigga didn't even die on the balcony.
We know about that one.
He died in the hospital.
They came and finished the job.
Come on. It was like, hey, listen,
I don't like
can
that.
you maybe you could stop? And they was like, I'm not finna do that.
I'm not gonna lie, we might edit this out.
Come on,
But
Yeah,
you
we
gonna-
probably. I want the footage. I want the footage though.
Yeah,
I
give
was
me
like,
the
we
footage.
just went
Yeah,
from
edit it out, though.
Kendrick and Drake to like,
We got it really bad. That's really bad.
Like,
Really
yo.
bad.
We
Really
got
bad.
So
Really
let's
bad.
talk about politics now.
Really bad.
hell no.
Really bad.
Fuck
Really
all them
bad.
niggas.
We don't
That's
need
the
to do
point.
that.
We
Nah,
might we
dead
probably gonna
ass.
edit this out. I'm not
Burn
gonna
it
hold you.
all.
But
That's
okay,
hilarious.
if that's the case, right? If these are not the big three, right? Who are your favorites? Who do you respect?
I'm interested in this answer.
Because I feel like I'm a solution-oriented person.
Dylan.
See, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. See, niggas get on my nerves with this shit. This is what I'm talking about.
Favorite.
This is what niggas do though. Niggas have every opinion in the world for who they don't like and
Yeah.
none for who they
I mean,
do.
if you
This
really
is you niggas' problem, and I'm talking to you.
Okay, so if you really want to know who my favorites are,
Yes.
they have names that you probably have never heard.
So what? That's what,
Well,
that's
what the
we
podcast
record
about.
this shit. We will Google it later.
We'll try us though.
Okay, well, I'll give you those names because I wasn't about to give you any of the names that people usually expect.
This is shit your dad do. You think he's older than you? Like,
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm not your dad.
My
I
dad's name
got
is
three,
Paul.
but they, I don't remember you with that.
Facts.
That being said,
That was a
my
very funny
favorites
name.
are Hoodie the Nigerian is one of my favorites.
I know that name.
YU, Get Well My Brother is one of my absolute favorites. Jody. So when you ask about a big three, and I'm glad you got hyped because you should. You show that enthusiasm all the time.
That's the point of the
But when
show.
you ask about big threes, most of the people that y'all probably consider high ranking are very small to me as far as lyricism goes. They're very small to me as far as production goes.
Mhm.
Now, I'm going to do my best to not get into a SHIT, sugar, honey, iced tea talking mode.
Mm.
But that being said, most of them people doo-doo on the street to me. It just sits there and stinks. The people who I just
I like the
named,
way he put that.
the people
Yeah,
who I
that's
just
good.
named are not that. They
Yeah.
are actually amazing, should be heard and spoken of much more. Who else should I name? I'm sorry, was I just supposed to stop at 3?
No.
We just said your favorites. We actually didn't say big 3. You said that.
Well,
Yeah, I never say.
I'm gonna get back to that in a second.
Yeah, me too.
We never said that. We just said, who do you like?
Again,
you
I-
took
I'ma
it
get
there.
back
I was
to that
only
too.
chiming
So
into
that's
a
that projection that these
conversation.
hip hop niggas do.
Well, I get it,
Mhm.
but I'm saying I
Mhm.
was chiming into a conversation that one, again, I didn't know the relevancy to what we doing, but I'm here
Mhm.
to be a part of it. So I'm not trying to like jump in the way, and it's like, okay, let's see where this is going. Now, based on that conversation, we all know the terminology.
Mhm.
I never called them the big 3. That's
Mhm.
somebody else's word.
Yeah.
I brought up the fact that, yeah, I'm from the, again, the Jordan, the Pistons, I'm from that. So if we comparing it to, again, the sport that I play, yeah, I ain't never seen any of y'all cross up Mike like Allen Iverson did.
Mhm.
I did
Mhm.
several times.
Right.
Look it up.
Mhm.
And when I say look it up, I mean go look up my albums. If you stream my albums, go buy it.
Mhm.
That part. So
Thanks.
when we talking about real, like who should we be listening to?
Right.
Mhm.
Mankind Music Academy, Uptown XO, Priest the Nomad. It's a
Mhm.
bunch of people, and most of those people that I just named of are from DC. Shout out to
Yeah.
Mankind, they from Harlem. But yeah, I don't really listen to that goofy shit.
Mhm.
Respect.
Like y'all, everybody got hype over a pop song like you got everybody in the audience. And again, Kendrick, I love you, brother. This is not directed at you. This is directed at the culture.
Mhm.
Y'all are so fascinated with a song that was cheesy as shit. The beat was constructed from plastic, and everybody went crazy. Mustard. Shout out to Mustard again. I love you as a person. Have you asked for my personal opinion about this shit? Come on, man. Put them niggas on the blue line and send them niggas all the way out to the end of that shit. Y'all ain't allowed in the city limits, man. Send them niggas out to Largo Town Center. I was just being cool. If y'all really want, like I said, if we really want to have a conversation, we can, but this ain't about dad rap. I don't do dad rap. You can look my shit up. You either gonna like it, love it, or hate it. And it ain't gonna be because, that nigga's 48. I'm a student of the game. And I know right now at 48, come on, man.
De La Soul was just talking about
Yeah,
that. They
like,
said,
come on,
even though
man.
we old, it's not like we not nice at this shit, bro.
Like,
Yeah.
No,
you didn't-
facts.
I think
you
that's
didn't
been
win against- you
proven
didn't- he
to
didn't-
people that didn't
He
think,
didn't beat
you know?
Nas. He didn't beat
Jadakiss still
Common.
beat
He
Drake.
didn't beat Jadakiss. This wasn't like you wasn't Madison Square Garden like Kiss with this. You was in the house playing and y'all made up this like goofy ass say Via. That's not a battle rap song to me. So again, back to you, sis.
Nah, I agree with that. And I mean, we are proponents of that here. Shout out to EXO, who was on the show last year, man. And honestly, that was probably one of our highest rated episodes. So
that
really
was
shout out to
fire.
EXO. Because he really like explained like the history of the city. And I
Yeah.
think like when it comes to the artists from here, I think it is easy to forget about how much talent has come from this area, because like Judah on the beat said, we love Judah. We first generation here.
Mhm.
And I
That
think
stuck with me.
Shout out to
because
you.
that's something I carry with me always, right? Because I think like, man, had I known that 10 years ago, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
If
how
I
would
had
that have,
way of thinking?
yeah, if I had that way of thinking,
Mhm.
instead of looking to these larger existing platforms for approval or for validation, you know what I mean? But when you're young, that is the nature
Yeah.
of things, right?
Yep.
But I think what we believe in at You Weren't There above all else, right? Because we ain't got no famous niggas that come up here, right? And we don't need that, because our goal is to promote the talent that exists in this city, regardless of what the numbers look like, right?
Mhm.
And we want to give artists who are good, nothing else, good, a platform to be able to like show themselves, right?
That's real.
And also to be able to like provide an avenue to show who you are as a person. Because quiet as it's kept, if people don't like you, it's not doing anything. And I think like that is a lost and forgotten art when it comes to artists in this city, right? To be likable. And even if you're not likable, to be conversational, right?
Yeah.
Whether you exciting people or pissing them off, right? People need to feel something. And I think like that's what You Weren't There like has always been our goal, is to provide a platform regardless of politics, and to show your personality, right? Why should people like you? Why should they pay attention? Why should they listen to you, right? Whether that's shit talk or just like you being organically yourself in the most humble, moderate way. Because every guest is different, right?
Yeah.
But regardless of that, this is the opportunity to show like, why should people pay you any attention whatsoever? Because the truth is, right, for every artist that sits here, right, not for you guys specifically, but for every artist that sits here, there are going to be 100 people who have no idea who you are. 100 people who've never heard of you before, who will now listen to something as a result of like maybe seeing you on this platform. Hopefully, fingers crossed, right? That's the goal. But before people hear your music, right? People hear you talk. They see your face. They see how you dress. They see like how you come into a room. They see how you interact with other people. And this is in fact the era of who are they? Before they're going to check for that music. Right. So I think like a part of the reason why we keep the conversation so organic on this platform is so that people get an opportunity to know you. If people know you, find you interesting, even if they hate everything that you said, disagree with everything that you said, thought everything you said was dumb as shit, they're listening now.
Get that stream.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? If you go ahead and be like, I'm the best rapper in this city, none of these niggas ain't shit.
Let me see what this nigga talking about.
Yeah, let me see what that nigga talking
you
about.
feel me? Yeah.
That might be your shtick right there. You know what I'm saying? So I think like for us, that's always like the goal. Is like, this is an opportunity really for you to introduce yourself. Because you're an artist before the art ever hits the airwaves.
Right.
Yeah, facts.
Right.
And to be perfectly honest, the correlation that I find most often is that people who tend to be like the least interesting, so is that art. You are boring, and so is this.
We don't
music.
got what's it called? Artist development no more.
Nah.
We don't have that, and we've never had that in this area,
Nope.
which is why Judah talking about first generation is so important.
Yeah.
We don't have what Chicago has now, what New York has always had,
Always
what
had.
Atlanta has had for 25, 30 years. There is no one that you can look at, an uncle who went to school with Andre and Big Boy, an uncle who was playing ball with Russell Simmons and LL Cool J. We do not have that,
They hide the ladder up.
right?
They hide that.
And these kids don't know who the fuck
They make it
Nonchalant
right to the
is.
top, be
They
like, I
don't.
know.
They don't know who Junkyard Band is.
You know what's crazy is, you know what, and that's, there's so much failure that happened there on all fronts. Like
Mhm.
I be joking around with my girl. I'm like, man, when we have a kid, man, I can't wait to like take our kid through the city playing some go-go.
Mm.
Then eventually gradually going to bounce beat. Like I'm gonna do it how I was introduced. Like I grew up listening to pocket beats. Like my parents was in the house listening to like Junkyard. Like my mom used to take me to go see Junkyard. Like so like nah, like there's our culture, like it's like people my age don't like, are you ashamed to be from the city? Like what's up? Like niggas be clowning people, beating their feet, like clowning, like what's up? Like talking like they from Atlanta, talking like
Twin.
bro, where did you pick that up from? Like never in my life.
It's
Never
Slim, it's Mo,
Mo,
it's
Joe,
we
if you
ain't-
old enough,
I ain't
like
never heard somebody say twin.
Twin.
I'd be like, what the fuck is that?
when?
When did we?
When did we do that?
Gang.
Gang?
I mean, I was always saying that. I'll be honest.
That's
But
funny.
I'm
That's
just-
funny.
I'm just ignorant. I'm
That's
just ignorant.
funny.
Yeah, I call people gang
But like
violence.
even it's just I don't know. Like I just
I'm
came up
profiled.
in a time where it's like it was so special and prideful to be from this
to be
this
part
area.
of Chocolate City.
You feel me? Like and, like we had our own everything. And it's just
Everything.
to watch that in real time. Like as I get older, watch these kids like lose that.
All
of
the
course we
recipes.
don't have. I see somebody tweet something was like, man, the rap scene out here trash, bro. And it was like everybody was agreeing, and I was just like,
Y'all don't even know nobody from out here to say that.
no, but listen,
You don't
no.
know the artists
No,
from out here. You talking that shit.
These were people from here saying it and
Exactly.
agreeing. And I laughed because I was like, nah, but y'all called me crazy 5 years ago when I was like, hey, I need to switch our focus. It's more out here in the city than like what y'all really want
to
to.
free car shit.
What y'all focusing on?
Actually, I'm probably on this show saying the same thing. from some years ago. I'm probably on this show saying that.
You are.
First episode, I think.
Yeah.
Like, so like I've been on that. Like, this city is so talented. It's so much talent in the area. Like, everybody focus on, we want the super street nigga
Facts.
superhero to represent the city.
I will
And
say this,
also
though.
that also raps like Jay-Z,
Yeah.
that also killed like, we want the fucking creator rapper to
Yeah.
represent DC for
Yeah.
what? Why?
Yeah, these-
like, why do we want
these-
that?
These builder rapper standards that y'all have
Yeah,
like, instituted
But you know
here
what?
are ridiculous.
You know what it is though, because I be on the internet so much. The people, like, the internet controls people's ways of thinking,
For sure.
whether people want to admit it or not. Whether it's directly affecting how you
Y'all
view
read 10
certain
relationship memes and think you went to
shit.
therapy.
Yeah,
It's
whether
ridiculous.
it's directly
Mm.
whether it's directly affecting you,
Uh-huh.
whether you on the internet yourself, the culture itself has influenced. It's been influenced by whatever waves of internet fodder and conversation is happening,
Mm.
and it's getting funneled through you. If you somebody that don't be on the internet and you watch TV, you gonna get it late because the TV gonna get it late, but they getting it too. So you still getting the same talking points, the same conversation, the same.
For sure.
That's why I was like, bro, I've never
That's-
said the big, but that's
that's
why
why
we
I
was,
think-
yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
I've never said the big three
It's-
in my
but it's-
life because
It's the net.
it's fake.
Yeah.
It's not a
'Cause
thing.
what
But that's why I
what the
said
hell
it's
are you
based
even
on
talking about?
sales. Yeah. For the media, all of these terms, none of these things were supposed to be for us.
Facts.
That's how I look at it. Like, these are all insiders. Like, if I'm Universal or if I'm a label head, yeah, these are the top 3 selling rappers right now.
Mm.
These are the big 3 within the industry. If I'm outside of the industry, I don't need to call them that.
Yeah.
For what? Like, why?
I
Why
might not
would
be calling them
consider-
anything.
I
I
like
might
I
not be
wouldn't
paying
call
them.
them
rappers.
anything. These are 3 dope artists that I listen
like
to,
more than 3
that I've been
rappers
listening
anyway.
to for 20 years.
I listen to these guys.
Like,
We grew up with these
we
guys.
grew up with these niggas. Like,
I'd be mad at you if you only like 3 rappers. I'm
that too.
I'm
That
saying you don't
too.
really like rap for real.
or the rappers that are like, you just can turn on a TV in here.
But you know what?
And there's a lot of that.
I think
Popcorn
we
raps.
forget in this area because I'm an R&B girly through and through, and that's gonna be the majority of what I listen to over rap anyway.
This area shines.
I like a melody, and we
Yeah, shout
have
out to
some
Baltimore.
incredible artists
crazy.
coming out of Baltimore, coming out of DC,
DC,
Maryland, and
yep.
Virginia who
Real
are
stuff.
strictly R&B artists.
Yep.
Who are
right.
some of your favorites? Just name 2 or 3
Singers.
from the area.
I really like Alex Vaughn.
Vaughn's
I
famous
like
Vaughn.
JJ. She probably my new favorite,
out to
if I'm
Jay.
being
I
real.
gotta find it.
And technically speaking, not a singer, but I think Aaron Hall is not that Aaron Hall, but there's another singer from here named
Okay.
Aaron.
Wait,
Not that Aaron Hall.
I gotta look her
Um,
up.
Those are going to be my favorite 3. I think
Okoye.
Aaron is like
Okoye,
more of like a
yes.
gospel
Mhm.
kind of blend, and I'm a church girl, so that's just something that I think is in me. I think Alex is like, her pen is just
Mhm.
crazy, and that's just kind of where I'm at. But when we talk about like an infrastructure here, right?
Mhm.
I think Alex was supposed to be next,
She was.
in my opinion.
I think she still
um,
is.
I think the issue is like, because we don't have like,
That
or
push.
because we did not have for so long like set infrastructure.
Mm,
When you get these big moments, you don't know what to do with them,
Yeah.
right? And I'm gonna be honest, I love Alex. Still my favorite singer out of this area. Still to me one of the most talented. But she missed it with that. So be it. That was her
That was
moment.
my-
It's
it
the
was-
truth.
It was. That was.
And like,
That
if
was.
you gotta get someone on FaceTime and shoot the video like that because you can't
No
fly
cap.
out
Yeah.
or she can't fly in, that is, you gotta capitalize on that.
Age of
That single
technology.
was huge.
Yeah. It don't even.
And you don't get another moment like that.
Yeah.
And as much as I love her, another moment like that is so hard
You
to
think they could
come by.
still? You think they could still shoot a video and
Nah.
She not.
like it's past?
Yeah,
I think it's
because it's not going. The appreciation of it is not, that fan base is not going to have the, oh, she doubled back. Like, they gonna want
Yeah.
the next.
Yeah.
They
'Cause
always
she's
want
so
the
new.
next.
It's like, what's the next?
And also you got to think about who's on that record with you. Summer past that.
Yeah, that too.
You know what I'm saying?
That too.
Like, you got to capitalize on these moments. I think so many artists like
Yeah.
sit in a studio with somebody who could change their life, or run into somebody who could change their life, get a feature that could change their life. And I know that Summer Walker feature was not free.
You know,
So you gotta smoke shit when these things happen for you. And I feel like not moving on those things is the story of so many artists in this area.
complete bias. This is complete bias. Shout out to Ari Lennox. I think
Mm,
she's
the obvious choice.
I played her
Yeah.
shit last night in the club.
She's amazing, and she's always been amazing, and it's always been a matter of time type thing. I think her leaving Dreamville was the best thing to happen to her career at the time that it happened, because this album came out, received amazingly as all her other albums, but now what I'm noticing, what wasn't happening, now who's behind her now is like, all right, the groundwork is now. And it's for like, she's on all of my algorithms, like interviews, just doing some
Yeah,
type of content.
same.
And it wasn't like
I've
that
been
before.
seeing her a lot
She's
more lately.
outside, like she's
visibility is up.
looked like,
she had a big like Twitter, like she was big on Twitter. Like it depends.
but it was for the wrong thing.
That's true.
It was for the wrong thing. And for somebody,
them
All
lives,
press is good press.
but for somebody
these
that
lives,
for somebody that knows her, like I know her, for somebody that knows her, I would always sit back and be like, that's really her though, y'all. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, y'all are like making this and like y'all are like bidding on her, but like, yo, like she's really just pure like that. Like, please just let her live.
Facts.
So like her getting off that and like really whoever, I think it was JD and some other people, yo, let's rein this in. We gonna revamp your career, and it's happening. And like, I'm proud of that. Cause like the work
Shout
is
out
all
to
the
her.
work and the talent is there. You
No
feel me?
question.
Like the work is there. It's
No
been there.
question.
So to answer that question to her, my from this city, born and raised from this city, like Ari Lennox is my top right now, R&B.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
dope.
Have y'all ever heard of Deborah Bond?
Mm-mm.
Not yet.
Check her out.
Yeah, not yet. Right.
Amazing.
No.
Jade Jacobs too. She's fire. Yeah.
And Okoye.
I think you were the one who told me about her last summer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, when I met Jade, which was at Isola at Nature's live show that he
Okay.
had out there, right? It was all DMV Baltimore based artists because Nature Boy's from Baltimore.
Yeah.
But it was in New York, in Brooklyn, right? So I went out there,
Yeah.
did artist interviews. And when I did her interview, I told her, I was like, I heard about you like way before I met you tonight. Like Ty actually told me about you last summer and was like, you need to check this girl
Because
out.
I went to some open gym, and she was just, she signed up. She went up there,
Play the keys.
with the keyboard.
And I
was
love
just
an
sitting out-
instrumentalist.
Yeah, and I was just sitting out there.
I really think that adds something.
my heart
Like,
Yeah, I think that changes
But
you know,
things
but-
significantly
which
when
is
you can
why,
play
which
an
is why,
instrument.
I ain't mean to bark on you, but it's why, like, when I hear people say like, oh, it's because you from here, and it's like, nah, that's lazy. Like, yeah, we from here, but like our ears is like, we
Yeah,
got musical
golden,
ears. You feel me?
golden,
Like,
golden.
I grew up in choir
maybe-
also, so it's like I
Nah.
can sit out there, and I'm not saying like I know where you was coming from
I
with it.
feel you because I probably could have articulated it.
But
better.
it's
You know what I'm
everybody
saying?
say it
Like,
that way. It's just easier
I
to
get
say
in
it
the
that way.
studio with some of these East Coast niggas and play some something.
Nah,
that is a
some people,
banger on the West
some
Coast,
people really
and they're
don't.
like their whole face just.
Some
like,
people really
the
don't
aura
get it.
shift. They be like,
Some
"What the
people
fuck
really
is
don't
this?"
get it though. You're
Facts.
right. Some
Real
people
talk.
really don't get
But
it.
I will say DC, as far as where y'all ear is, that's DC doesn't show me so much love sonically. Like,
Yeah,
nah, bro. I done heard some of the coolest shit in my life
yeah.
in DC. Like,
Facts.
Facts.
From DC,
Come
From
on
DC.
now.
like
The whole DMV was very pivotal to my becoming a musician anyway. Like
Mhm.
just going to high school out here and shit. Like I learned how to play the drums out here. So
where you go to high school?
Frederick Douglass.
Oh, word. Okay.
So a bounce beat was part of that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like it was
Same,
whether I
though.
wanted it to be or not.
Same.
Shout out to Upper Marlboro.
I would have
Yeah,
never
deadass.
started producing if I was at Woodrow Wilson and I used to skip class. We had I used to take computer music is what it was called, but it was a recorder studio underneath the auditorium, and I used to skip class in that jump.
That's
And
hard.
and I was in choir, and they were like, she was a jazz vocalist,
Oh my
and
god.
he was her pianist.
Mm.
Oh,
So
yeah.
like back when I was back when they used to call our
Magical.
school High School Musical, like as a joke, because like they used to call us the cousin, the Duke. We were the DCPS version of Duke Ellington, basically
Yeah.
back then. So it's like
That's hard.
there was
though.
so much and there's so much talent that came out of Wilson.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
I promise you, but that's really my introduction. He gave me reason. I never forget. He gave me reason. He was like, try that out. Because I wanted to learn everything he was teaching about that. Because I already knew I wanted to do music in some facet. I knew I was in it. How can I get that outlet? You feel me? It be the teachers, man. Like when
I'm
they
telling
see
you.
something, like specifically, like I've seen in this city, maybe not so much now. I don't know nobody in school now. I'm older, but like there was always a necessary attention to the arts.
Yeah.
Because like they see these kids, they see us like excelling or something. Like, yeah, he might not be academically, whatever, but
So
that nigga can draw. or like you feel me? Like it's
Y'all-
always been that.
Y'all are bringing me to an interesting question though too. Does this conversation like, and I'm talking about in around the entirety of the essence of music that we're talking about, right?
Mm.
Is what's really happening is just like the conversation just changing, because it's like all the rules are still applied as far as good music.
Mhm.
Things that sound good will always sound good. That's
Right.
you know what I'm saying. You can say that in layman's terms or get hella philosophical with it.
Yeah, good's good, great's great.
You know
shit,
what I'm
shit.
saying? But it's also like the standards for what people are seeing as value are like changing before our eyes.
Yes.
And I mean, I love that because
You are you saying for the better?
I think so.
Me too.
I think so.
I
It
think
seems
so,
like
too.
the industry is collapsing. Love that shit.
Yeah.
Like the kind of just like it has to be numbers driven. It has to be popularity
It's
driven. It
fading
has to
away.
be, and it's like no, like we want good shit. Like I'm liking to see some of my like my For You page and shit. A lot of these artists are doing like 90s aesthetics and shit right now,
Mm-hmm.
and really capitalizing on that. And I'm loving it because I'm like, dude, this is how we grew up. Like
we
when I
just in
saw
the
this,
we just in the it's
you know,
we in the
music is cyclical.
we in the thing again.
For
You feel
sure.
me? Like
Yeah.
and it always. But when I made the point earlier about
Mhm.
the kids getting older,
Yeah,
that was what I was saying though. Because
that's on us. We at that and
100%.
And you said you,
100.
That's my
you
take.
about to get married. You about to.
I mean, I haven't done it yet,
so
but you know,
I'm a
mindset thing. Mindset.
Come on, Jamal, you gotta get on your
you
job,
know.
bro. When I hit the, you supposed to zoom in. Come on, man, you not paying attention back there, man.
I'm
Nah, man, don't doing that.
that
We will
great-
talk that
Yeah,
for
no,
y'all
for
after the
sure.
show, baby. Miss this shit all day.
appreciate that.
This shit
I'm
crazy.
saying that out of I got 2 daughters too.
Word.
And it's very important to me as a father
Mm.
to be like, what am I putting in these little girls' heads?
Exactly, bro.
So I make sure I play them my music.
Yeah.
I make sure I play them the music. I
Yeah.
make sure that shit is so eclectic. Like
It's
my
important,
daughter
man.
and me hang out and listen to like heavy metal in the car. And sometimes she'll be like, what the fuck? But sometimes she's like,
Mhm.
okay. So it's, you know, it depends on that mood. But I always want to make sure she has the option to like be eclectic.
Nah,
Yeah.
And I think a lot of
love that.
people,
I love that.
their conversation and mindset is so limited
Mm.
because they're not eclectic,
Right.
for real. And it
Some
and
people
it,
are scared of that.
and it comes
Some people
right
are
back to-
expecting and they don't know it.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like because we've been told you got to fit in this
Mhm.
box,
Mhm.
and if you're not like this, then you're not fucking. And it's just like, dude, like when do we get back to like remembering that we made the rules to this shit?
I think we're getting back to
He's
that
it's
making
next.
up
really,
all
it's
the
really, it's
rules.
really, it's really
And you gonna make a rule
more
that your
and
life
more
gotta
is
suck?
getting
Yeah.
back to that. It's becoming
His
more apparent.
assessment on that was brilliant. Music is in fact cyclical.
Yeah.
And I think like the important thing that I'm seeing in real time is that I think for a minute we were kind of like the in-betweeners, right? So at first we were the kids and so we controlled the culture.
Mhm.
And then we were kind of like at that point in our lives where like you're an adult now, you're grown, but also still like you're
Youthful.
evolving into
Yeah.
adulthood.
Outside
And so your
still.
tastes are I think like when you're kind of like in that in-between stage, there is this like paradigm that you're facing,
Yeah.
Okay.
right? The paradigm between I'm young and I still feel young, and there's a level of like I want to be cool, or
I'm
Yeah.
still,
I want to
I'm still-
feel cool, or I want to
Yeah.
feel accepted. That is, part of that. And I think as you begin to transition into like your full adult life, right? When you learn more about who you are, who you desire to be, who God has for you to be, you
Mm-hmm.
start to move into like this sureness. And I think your tastes reflect that,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
Yeah.
And so I think like now we've moved into a space where like the kids who once controlled the culture are now the adults making the decisions within the
Mhm.
culture. And I think that that's why things are moving full circle and starting to like brighten.
Because there's also a fight against that.
For sure.
Because
Yeah.
there's money in
Against the
keeping
kids
things
right
the way,
behind you.
there's money in keeping things the way it is.
100%.
You feel me? Like the way it's been, at least.
100%.
So like the fight is also loud too,
Mm.
because people can see the fight now.
Yeah.
Which is why when she was saying what happened was so important,
yeah.
because taking those two figures away, right? We ain't even got to talk about the raps. We could talk about what that actually represented. It really, really, truly represented a changing of the guard in people's
100%.
ways of
Yes.
thinking in media and like how these kids are viewing certain things.
Right.
And that was why it was always so important.
Mhm.
Because like I said, these two figures always ran a parallel type of thing.
Facts.
One was respected for noble, noble sort of things.
Same
and
direction,
one,
very different lanes.
Mhm.
yeah. And one
Real
was just
talk.
one was really shallow, hollow shit. So it's like once you have to see it,
Hey, look,
and once you're old enough to see it and be like, you're old enough to be like, damn, you know what? I was following some bullshit. Like,
Nah.
this, like Like these kids don't like the generation under me, like they don't want to feel stupid. They don't want to be led to feel dumb. I'm noticing that. Like they don't want to have a wool removed over my eyes moment.
Right.
They want to be ahead of that. So if I've been following this trend or this way of thinking or this way of talk or whatever for all these years, and I'm getting older now and I'm taking in this other knowledge, and I'm realizing like, damn, like what, like I'm not even, what can I, like this can't even help me for real. Like
100%.
I can't even, I've never heard the phrase until maybe a couple months ago, the male loneliness epidemic. I didn't know that was a thing, but I realized
Very
it's a
much a
thing
thing.
because these little niggas never went outside to learn how to talk to girls because they were
Inside on Minecraft.
not even playing. I play games too, but
Me
it's
too.
like they were inside listening to other men tell them what their idea of
With
how
no
to get
balance and
girls
perspective
were.
from women.
Then they weren't even getting
Yeah. I was
women.
gonna say,
You
and
feel
You
me?
get
Like,
your
or
information
they
from
were
niggas who
buying, or
can't
they
get
were
it.
I was gonna say,
buying.
all the niggas on the podcast clearly don't get no bitch.
Yeah,
So,
so-
you know what's crazy?
podcast saying this,
I really think
but-
this is
but-
what Tim's point is
they be
though.
like, "This is what you got to do."
You're getting
It's
your
like,
information from people who have no idea what's really
idea, no
going
idea,
on
yeah.
because they not really outside.
Nah.
You're not deep enough in the trenches of this conversation to have this conversation,
Thank you.
and yet you're giving advice.
or
So
you're
shout out to Tim
buying
for
your
bringing
way,
that
or
up.
you're buying your way through. And nobody likes a cheater. Like nobody
I
respects
would
that.
just like to say coochie is being sold every 20 minutes.
It's true.
100%.
every 20 minutes.
It was a good.
I like
It-
that.
it-
It felt like a commercial.
You know what I'm saying? Call 1-800 the return.
It's been sold at a rapid pace.
At a very listen,
And they
it's
buying.
vamped. And my man Poonie did just drop the return tape on the 14th. So if y'all
Word.
looking for that every 20 minutes, which y'all saw us perform,
Mm.
it's out on Bandcamp. We decided to cut the middleman out so we can just. That's
Love
kinda,
that for you.
That's what I
Mhm.
like about all of this
Love
stuff
that
that
for
we
you.
seeing and or talking about.
You can make money off of it again if you got
Yeah.
a built-in
I
audience.
was,
Yeah.
literally-
10
I
bands,
was
10
ta- I was
bands.
talking to my girl. I
Yes.
was talking to my girl. I was like, yo, I'm noticing social media is jumped away from the elaborate, like major. It's now DIY, and that's what people appreciate now. And it's because
Classic is king.
we are the adults now. This whole conversation
You
is
remember-
basically
Classic is
been,
king.
we are the adults.
You
Like
remember when we
we,
started Instagram and it was literally just pictures.
bro, you remember when we were coding on MySpace? Like all of that stuff.
I kept telling
Do
you,
you
you said we were
Do
doing
you
I
see
miss
how
it.
excited you just got?
I
This
miss
is
it.
now we are now the
I'm a
adults,
Tumblr
and this
kid,
is
bro.
now funneled back
I'm a-
around.
I'm
And
So
it's
now
like,
instead of coding, you've become your own editor.
yeah,
You can create anything you want
Bro,
between TikTok and
CapCut,
Instagram. Like
CapCut,
CapCut, you can do
TikTok
anything you want.
Studio,
Stop playing.
man, what?
Stop
You know what? I'm
It's
learning.
the same
Use
thing,
them
and
tools.
you use them.
And not just AI. Stop killing the environment. Use them
Please.
tools.
I didn't even know how it worked. My girl had to sit me down and be like, "Yeah, there's water involved," and I was like, "What do you
To
mean?"
cool the systems,
Yeah, to cool the
which are
AI
running constantly
systems.
and destroying communities,
Y'all
which are
do know
mostly
that's
black.
why they flash flooded everything, right? So we could have the abundance of water so that they can.
And that makes a
Mhm.
lot of sense
Yep.
because I definitely believe in heart. We can cut that too. You know what I'm saying?
Cut a lot of shit today.
Sorry,
Niggas,
y'all.
niggas blowing me. Like, come on, man. Niggas know you can't say this shit on here. What's up with y'all niggas, man?
Hey, nah, I ain't gonna lie. I
put
went
it in my
crazy one episode that never came out. Like, man, my girl was sitting there and she was just looking at me like,
Yeah, we never put that shit out.
never. And I was
Tell y'all
right.
something. We
And I
gonna
was right,
tell
too.
y'all what
And
that
this-
nigga really said.
You know what?
But it was the truth.
I ain't
but
gonna
we
lie to
can't
you.
say
I ain't
that.
gonna lie to you.
It was
It was at
popular
the height. It was at the height of all that beef shit. And I was telling the God honest truth, and she ain't convert yet, so she ain't want to hear it.
That wasn't why. That wasn't why. That wasn't why.
It was what
but
I
I
was
will
saying.
explain why after this show. We cannot say that.
Yeah.
We're not going to say that. I need you to stop
You had to
yourself right
you had to
now because I
convert
feel
it.
like you're already moving in that
You had to
direction.
convert
I don't like
I'm
where
not
this
gonna
is
say. I'm
headed.
not gonna say nothing
You
else.
can't say that anywhere. It's not like you can't say on this show. It's shit you can't say, nigga.
She's a,
Anyway.
Look, you are a preacher too.
It's
But
a-
you say
I mean,
well,
people say,
no,
"Look,
but
I'm
that's
still
a
in the room.
good
What
thing,
you
though.
doing, man?"
It's a
Yeah,
cadence.
yeah.
It's the delivery.
Trying to tell you.
It's the delivery.
Go.
Me and my nigga, that's and that's
Come
why
on.
I said it.
She
You
one of
said
the
that
best
earlier.
rappers
You was
from
like,
this
I'm a
area.
Kirsten, and I
You know
was
how
listening. I was
come
like,
on
yo,
now.
she got that preacher
It's the
style.
cadence.
It's
But I
the-
also want to know what type
It's
of
the
music you
cadence.
make too, based off the conversation.
It's dope.
we was having.
We were
Yeah.
listening to it before we got in here.
Okay.
Oh, well, since we talked about MySpace,
I'm a DJ.
Think
I need-
like
I need all the music.
Griselda
Send me,
meets
send me
niggas
everything.
not bragging about being
You make
shit
your own
bags.
beats?
most of the time.
Okay.
And it's
I say
fire.
with me
You
and
would like
God,
him.
though, because I ain't that dope.
You would like him a lot,
Okay.
honestly.
I'm happy about
But
it.
that's just because I know like Ty's taste a little bit.
We was
Yeah.
talking about MySpace,
He's gonna
right?
like it.
So this might not make any sense.
Shout out to Tom.
Exactly.
Shout out to Tom.
See, it might make sense
The
now.
legend.
I said, white up in a box up top. Where's Tom at? MySpace ain't the place where you find Sun Ra at.
I don't rap
I-
anymore. I'm done.
All right, I'm gonna check you out.
I'm a
That's
producer.
all it takes. That's
So
for me. That's really
that-
all it takes.
You
I'm
like
a
him.
producer.
That
now.
should give you a little more insight.
That's all it
as to
take for me.
why I adamantly said
That's real.
down with the
They not like that.
with the liquor tree. And again,
I feel it.
but God bless y'all at the same time. This is all personal opinion
Right.
based on my ears.
And music is
If
very
my
much
ears
subjective.
reject it,
Hey,
it's hard for me to
That's a hard.
respect it.
It's hard bars.
I think like I'm a person who just like I'll listen to anything.
Same.
Right now, what I repeat is something different.
Right.
That part.
But what
Right.
I listen to, it
Wait a minute.
varies.
Okay, I got a question. Y'all got to go around. What is an artist, or who is an artist rather? Sorry, grammar. Who is an artist that the first time you heard him, you was like, "Fuck no," but they grew on you.
Oh, this is easy.
Maxwell.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that is
Yep.
interesting.
I was
Oh.
when I first saw Maxwell, and shout out to Maxwell. When I first, not that he knows me, but it's just you know
Yeah.
everybody be
Shout
saying
out-
that
shout out
shit.
to
Yo,
Maxwell.
shout out to
Maxwell.
you know,
Mhm.
shout out to Fat Joe. Like
Retweet us.
the knees.
Okay.
Right.
That nigga was tripping.
When he first
Don't ever do
dropped,
that shit again.
I think Till the Cops Come Knocking was the first single.
I didn't love that first single either.
I was like looking at it, and then
I love
it's
that
like,
book.
what is this? But then Ascension came out,
Mm.
and I was like, yo,
Totally a different
I
taste
need
too.
this out. I was like, I need this out. Yep.
Yeah, you can't even not like that. Like before he even starts singing, you like, oh shit.
But you know what? Plots and plans. Neo said something recently about that specific thing, right? So the first single was Stay With Me. He didn't think it was a good idea. L.A. Reid was like, no, we got to give him something just to pull him in a little bit, and then we going to smoke him with So Sick. So I think like that
Do you
is
know what's so
the plot
crazy?
behind
Do you know
that
what's
level of
so
artistry.
crazy? I have seen artists come out and release songs that formulaic so long that when that happened, I knew when So Sick came out, I said, oh, that's the
that's the real
when
single.
the joint with PD Crack. That's the first one, right?
Mhm,
I seen that video. The first time I heard the song, I seen the video.
mhm.
And I was just like, okay, this is cool. But
Just
it's
an
like when So
introduction.
Sick, I understand the introduction song. Some people like don't. Some people that's your
Yep,
make or
it's the
break. Like I
one.
kind of understand the introduction song.
I think the
Yeah.
like formula has changed also. Though.
it's also, I
So,
mean,
like,
yeah.
there was a time when you got an introductory portion of your career.
Wankster
You
to Wankster before In the Club.
Yeah.
You got the breakout song.
Yeah.
Like if you didn't know 50 Cent from the tapes, Wankster was your first time hearing In the Club, and that was on the 8 Mile soundtrack, and that had a video,
Mm,
and that wasn't the single. Like that was just, yo, this is 50.
facts.
You feel me? And then In the Club hit everybody over the head.
100%.
But that was an amazing introductory song because I loved Wankster. What? Like the video, like you feel me? So
And then some people like that intro is just so crazy. Like the intro is the intro,
the intros, yeah.
right? Like Coco Jones's introduction to the world was "I See You."
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
They was
whew,
singing that shit in the club.
Everywhere.
hell of an intro.
I'm talking about- I was
That was
still
her
in the, I was,
intro-
still, I was still in the band. I was still in the
That
band.
wasn't even
when
an
that came
album.
out.
It was an EP that won 3 Grammys.
Niggas was way. That song,
Yeah,
that
I did
song
know
was
that.
addictive.
Yeah, no, I love that song. I love her. Like,
Her EP was better than the album, frankly.
Mhm.
But you know,
Oh, you asked me what type of music I do. If you mix Chuck D, Public Enemy, Gangstar, and Nas, Illmatic Nas. Shout out to Nas, but I'm just saying that particular
that
essence.
era, yeah.
And mixed it with Marion Barry. That's my
I love that.
that was a hell of an introduction
love
to his
that.
music. You should have said that
Yeah.
first.
And shout out to
Yeah, why
shout
you
out to-
Introduce yourself. You should have said
That
that.
should've
You
been
won
an
me over
introduction.
with the bar. I was like, I'm gonna still check you out. I'm
Shout out to
definitely gonna check
DJ
it out.
Ira,
now,
'cause
like-
he gave me some of those ingredients, but I was thinking about it. Was like, so if someone asked you, it's like,
Mhm.
you know,
That's
how would you
alright.
describe
That's
it? And I'm
perfect.
like,
That's
obviously,
alright.
DC is one of the most important things to me. Although I have a love-hate relationship with my city,
Why is that?
because there are a lot of funky things that happen, like people dying,
Mm.
people
Yeah.
going to jail, people being addicted, people being homeless. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Real spill.
Like the projects, instead of being fixed up when they should have been fixed up, they being fixed up now, and we being moved out.
And I was about to say they ain't even
Those
really being
things
fixed
I
up.
hate,
It's just
but
a
I
Band-Aid.
love, you know, even though it's deadly to your body, mumbo sauce, and
What?
I love, you know, Kennedy Playground before they tore the old, you know, airplanes down.
Shout out
and
Anacostia Park.
Haynes Point and Anacostia.
I love skating
You
out
can
there.
stay at Haynes
I'm
late at
still at
night.
Anacostia Park every
you
weekend
had
in
to
the
get up
spring.
out of
Yeah,
there at
they
nighttime.
close that
Flag
down.
football, baby.
It might be some
I'll be
things
roller
happening.
skating. We'll be right out there.
Facts. They still be out there. Like
Yeah,
we be out
but
there playing flag.
I love DC. I love the DMV. And I agree with y'all, what you said earlier. It's so much talent, gifts that are just sitting around the Potomac River.
Yep.
And we get like overlooked a lot.
That's true.
Shout out to Wale, but there's a whole, like, you know, it's like y'all coming onto the top floor of the building and just walking straight into the penthouse. It's like, bro, do you realize that it was
every
like
floor of the
a whole
building.
bunch of people out here with the first brick and this? So it's like I that's what I want people to realize about DC. It's not to shade Wale or, you know, anybody that came kind of after that era, but it's just to say, like, yo, you gotta really, like, again, you can't just skip to ASAP Rocky.
Right.
Like, man, Teddy Riley was in Harlem. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? It's a history to it, and it matters. It matters in everybody.
100%.
You know, world, it should matter for us.
I agree 100%.
And I
agree.
Yeah.
I think that needs to be a focus on people.
But we dope, man.
On people
Like,
our age to the younger, to people our age, your age too, just everybody, to the younger generation. The focus, one of the main focus should be history lessons, and not even you ain't got to make them lessons, but
shout out to the Go-Go Museum,
make them fun.
You feel me?
It's like that,
something like that.
Something
And for me, outside of DC, if you're not from this area, if you Black, please, just the importance of the music, the importance of the culture, the importance of what we've done.
Yeah.
Just musically alone. Like, please, like teach your kids what we've done.
I got a question for all of y'all, right? And I want everybody's opinion on this, right? So there are artists now who are like infusing go-go music into like the rap music, right? What's your take on that? The necessity of it, if you like it, how it sounds,
like new artists,
fucking with it.
Thumbs
new
up.
artists. There's an artist in particular. He was on this show. I'm gonna shout him out specifically. I did not love this album, if I'm being honest, but I do think the point of You Weren't There is that I don't have to like it to want to shine a light on it, right? The truth is the truth.
Beauty.
My personal opinion on something has no relevance to its importance regarding culture.
The greatest artist.
So I want to say that first. I am not a huge fan of this album. I've told this artist this because he asked me. Not because I volunteered it. I never do that.
That's important.
But he asked me what I thought of it, right? I gave it a 6 out of 10. Mostly because I did music for so long, right? Ty was my producer for so long. The importance of being able to flow through your raps to me is very important. Cadence is very important. I do come from church. Cadence is important. Even when I talk regularly, there's a cadence.
My daughter's name is Cadence.
Is it really?
Hey, baby. Cadence and Celeste.
That's fine.
And when I have a son, it'll be Coda.
That's fine.
3 C's,
Coda
baby.
is my favorite name. That's my first son's name.
3 C's,
But
baby.
I believe in cadence, right? And I also believe in like memorizing your music. I think it is important because it gives you so much leeway in terms of how you move through a record. And I could hear him reading off that piece of paper. And so I felt like for me, it destroyed a lot of it sonically. Oh, I'm going to say his name. His name is Devin Denzel. I like the production on the album. Judo on the Beats produced it. I think the production on it is top tier, and it is a like go-go rap album. His father was I think Foots, that was in Junkyard.
Oh, word.
And
In
so
essence.
in essence. So
Shout out
like
to Devin, man.
oh no, it was Junkyard, but I can't remember the dad's name. It was definitely Junkyard, but I can't remember what his dad's name was.
Nah, Foots, he played for Essence. Foots was Essence originally.
So maybe it wasn't Foots then.
Because Heavy One was Junk Drum.
Maybe it wasn't Foots then, because I know it's Junkyard because it's like one of the titles on the song on the album. But while I was not a huge fan of, I think like some of the writer, I did think he had some smokers on there. I think it's one joint called The Book of Job. Y'all should check out from Devin Denzel. But generally speaking, just wasn't a huge fan of the album. That's just me. Because I could hear like the reading on it. But I did think like that blend of the attempt to incorporate go-go music all throughout an album. Like I felt like that was
like with the samples.
Yeah, like with the samples and also like the production. He was playing instruments on the album.
Word, okay.
So he would like go and play drums on the album and then go in the booth and record it. So I thought like the effort behind the project, a few of the songs that I really, really liked, the overall production of it, and really just kind of the sentiment of the music I thought was dope. But But I do think like there's a way to do that, and
Mhm.
not everybody is successful. And then most people don't even want to try.
Yeah.
So I'm always curious about like artists who are like from this area, representative of this area, whether that's all the way up top in Baltimore, whether that's all the way down south in Virginia, the take on including go-go music in the current motive behind creation.
You want my answer? All right. I think it's necessary. I am an artist that believes in paying homage to wherever I'm from. So I think it's something that is essential. And I would like to see and hear it a lot more from artists from this area, because the reason I get upset is because I hear it in the industry and it doesn't get no type of recognition as go-go.
Man, what?
Go-go,
Oh.
like we're still, and matter of fact, I don't even know what's up with the petition that we were all signing to have go-go be recognized as an actual genre. But like, we're working on making it a real thing, you know, and so I think honestly it's a really beautiful thing. I mean, go-go's already it's gumbo, you know. You got salsa, you got Latin, you got jazz,
Bachata.
you got merengue, bachata, all of that in African.
Mhm.
And just
To an African backdrop.
Yeah, it's
and
all
then,
in the
and then
diaspora.
wait, let me get your favorite song on the radio.
Yep.
and a nigga you know from Southeast, and
Yep.
like go-go is some of the coolest shit in the world to me. So the fact that, you know, people are wanting to do that, I think it's really cool. But I think my stance would be, I would love to see it a lot more from this area. And if it's not from this area, at least pay homage.
Yeah.
Because where the fuck you think this shit came from? You know what I'm
100%.
saying? Like,
He's-
rest in peace to Chuck. Like, what are we talking about?
He's definitely right about the industry leaning in towards that sound more, and it's like on the sneak tip. Like I heard,
You know what song?
I
that
heard a
sticks out to
pocket
me
on a
when you said
commercial
that?
recently.
I
like
think
Facts.
about Dej Loaf, Back Up Off Me. That whole beat is a fucking.
it's a bounce beat. It is a bounce beat. It is.
I'm like,
But you know what's
nigga,
what's
that's our
happening with
shit.
that?
That's-
Like we're because we don't have infrastructure.
Oh, they can
We're
just rob
going
us.
elsewhere,
Mhm.
and because we're going elsewhere, we're showing improving. And there's niggas stealing sauce, like it's always been.
Facts.
It's always been that.
We've
Well,
always been that.
Yeah,
The
we've always
inspiration,
been
the inspiration that never
Yeah, it's
got
always
like
been that.
the notoriety.
Yeah.
God damn it.
That's all.
And we could take that back, like, you know, we could go back to like Diddy stealing, you know, the
Everything.
style, and
Going back up.
you know, like Mary J. Blige used to come down here and get her head done on the My Life album. You know what I mean? Like the sauce that Misa was giving her, that was Howard
People
University,
don't even know.
Northwest Girls.
People don't
Like,
even know the
people
Mary
don't
J.
know, like-
people don't know.
you
who
know,
Chuck-
I'm a
like,
historian. I don't play that
yeah.
shit. Like, listen,
Rest in
bitch,
peace,
like
Chuck.
none of this shit was
Rest in
yours.
peace, Chuck,
Like,
too.
y'all loved that, like that whole, y'all loved everything that Mary was doing on Real Love. Like, where do you think she got that from? That did not come from New York.
At all.
Talking about some.
What?
You got me fucked up. I was like,
MC, but my people call me Milk. When I'm throwing in the party, I feel no guilt.
But that's what I be
mean.
meaning. Like, it's necessary to keep that type of stuff in the conversation, because
The recipe.
we're used to being overlooked and forgotten anyway. So if the new generation don't even care, once we gone, who's gonna actually still be talking about, man, like who's
Yeah.
gonna still be talking about it?
That's what I was gonna say. Obviously, you got your own ears, so that's
Mhm.
going to
always.
determine. Hey, I like this or I
Yeah.
don't. Right. But
Right.
that aside, and I'm not saying this. I'm throwing this point out there just because it just happened to fall into my lap.
Uh-huh.
There's a song y'all should check out again on Devin's album called 25 Dope Jam.
Okay.
It's this dude on the joint, MC out of Northeast. I think he from east of the river. Let the dirt say amen.
Fire. Okay.
But that being said, what I appreciate too is like what he was saying. It should come more from artists that are from here.
Yeah.
So Devin is actually from here. His
Right.
father, like I said, had is go-go royalty.
Fact.
So like Common had an album called Electric Circus.
Mhm.
A lot of people was like,
Mhm.
but that album was necessary.
Come
So I
close on
feel
that album.
I feel
Yeah.
like the same way with this. It's like this was a necessary album. Like somebody had to do it because
I'm gonna
somebody
check it out.
Facts.
somebody was going to try it at some point.
Word.
And like
real.
Sis said, it's already been some attempts.
So it's like a live.
well, it's like a
It's not a-
fusion.
it's like a fusion album. Yeah, it's like a fusion.
You got
So, okay,
samples, you got live.
so-
you got
Because I was gonna, when you brought the question up originally, my first thought was when I heard Ice Cream on the radio for the first time with
Right.
Wale, and I was like, oh shit. So is it like, because you know how like,
It's like a combination of.
you know how we was like, damn, this nigga rapping over some go-go shit.
Yeah.
You know, like, and that was like, so
there's a
like-
lot of like
They'll sneak the go in.
there's him playing live instruments,
Sneak.
right, and then incorporating that and like helping with the production, right. So there's
That's
there's
fire.
a self-produced aspect to it,
uh-huh.
but also like there's like sampling, and then there's just like a fusion of like, no, this is like Judah's production and
I
like
like that.
integrating
So
go-go
it's
with
all
like
in-
an
but it's all
entirely new
homegrown.
version
It's
of
all-
that to where this is actually like just
It's all
music.
homegrown sound.
Yeah, it's homegrown.
Out of 10.
That's why I
Yeah,
fuck with it.
facts.
But
That's why
I'm
I fuck
saying
with
if
it.
this is how you describe a 6 out
She's
of
a tough
10,
critic.
like
I'm a tough critic.
She's a tough critic.
I see that.
She's a tough critic.
But
I'm
I'm
tough
like, if this is how you
Because I
describe
like
a 6,
some
like
of it.
what the fuck
I
does a
said that. I
7
like
She
some
sound
didn't
of
say
it.
she liked it too.
I like
What's
some
a
of it.
7 sound?
Honestly, 6 isn't.
10 out of 10 is
Yeah, I mean,
it was
that means
a 10 out of
it's
10 is I
only
liked every
4
song
that
on
she
here.
was, you know,
That's
Six
hard.
isn't horrible.
Six isn't horrible.
6 isn't horrible. But I'm like, just
Six is
kinda-
It's not
above
an E.
yeah.
It's
Not
above
a, it's not an E.
I liked 6 out of 10 means I
Say
liked
the
more than
DC
I did
way.
not
It ain't
like.
an E.
But
Which
there
I
were
think
things I didn't like.
Yeah.
And we don't get up here lying.
Yeah.
Like,
No. I just
there was more that I liked than I did not like. But there was some things on that album that's just like, bro, you gotta like memorize this shit.
I really think that's the ticket out of here too, and people don't get it. Because
having all
The-
around good.
I think the
production.
ticket out of here is polish.
well, that too, but I'm talking about just as far as the gumbo, as you said.
Mm.
You feel me? Like, because I just brought up Wale and how that caught everybody's ear. Everybody don't know about go-go.
That's true.
Mhm.
So like, why not? Why can't that be our sound?
Because we got sounds too. Those shots, and I'm talking about every city has their. Philly has their own shots. New York
feel
has
me?
their own shots.
And how many
Florida's got
songs
their own
does Go-Go
shots.
have where the Go-Go version is better?
A lot.
First of all,
Lay Your Head.
A lot.
first of all,
Reaction's version of Lay Your Head is like
Way
it's better than Lord.
his concert
Yeah.
and tried to.
Yo.
we
It's
saw it.
better than
It
the
was-
original.
He did.
He-
But that's what I mean though. It's like, yo, like, why can't that? Why does our sound have to be
I love
what
Adele.
we theme from Chicago
I
and
love
try to
Adele,
like,
but what
yo,
Backyard did to that
Real
song.
music, free car music.
you feel me? Hey, why does it have to be that? Like, why can't these little niggas appreciate
I think,
what we
thank God, we
actually
moving
cooked
past
up
that.
at home?
We moving past that anyway.
We are, but it's like, yo, we're not doing it fast enough. We're really only moving past it because niggas are getting locked up and dying.
I mean,
If that did not happen, we would still
Yes,
that
I
would still
agree.
be the.
I
you feel
agree
me?
with you.
That was
So,
a
like,
tough one.
Like, it's true though. Like,
Right.
come
Is
on
that,
now,
is
like,
that necessary evil? Like, what are we talking about here?
I
Like,
mean,
Oh, whoa.
listen, we don't respect crash outs. We watch it,
I mean, we're
but,
saying that.
but at the end of the day, we see a nigga that crashed out and
But
be
I'm
like,
also
hey,
saying,
this
like,
nigga crashed out.
we're
so
saying
like, it's
that
necessary. Yeah,
rationally
it's necessary
on this podcast with 4 who I'm assuming rational people,
at times.
but we're also broadcasting this to the internet where people
Yeah,
are
no.
not.
But that's what. But that's why
Every-
I'm saying it's so brash though, because
Because I'm
it's
like,
yo,
when you
like,
saying we don't respect the crash out, nigga, do you know who the president of the country
we
is?
do.
Like,
we don't. But that's why I say we'll watch it. We don't
like,
respect
what's the level?
crash
Like,
out.
what's the level here?
We don't respect the crash outs. We'll watch it. We don't respect.
But isn't that
we don't.
respect?
No.
No,
it's
being
not.
entertained by something and
It's not
respecting something
respecting
is
it.
different.
We don't. We
I'm
don't
being facetious and
no,
asking
but listen,
that,
but listen though. We don't even respect the group of people that see that and respect it.
Mm.
There's a hierarchy in life. We don't even respect that group of people.
Well, y'all
So
just
like,
sound
why would
real
we even
niggas to
care
me,
about? You feel
so
me? Like,
I'ma just-
100%.
I'm gonna just applaud y'all because y'all just sound like real niggas to me. Because the shit that I be seeing on my fucking algorithm, I be like,
no, I see it too though. But it's just I'm old.
You know
I
when they
just
said-
know I've been on the internet long enough to know what is bullshit within the algorithm. Like I don't have to think. I think above the algorithm. I was here before the
oh
algorithm.
God, we
And
are
that's
the
the beauty. That's the beauty
The
of our
algorithm-
generation.
the
We was
algorithm's
here
trying to copy
before the
us.
algorithm.
That's beautiful.
You feel me?
algorithm's trying
Like,
to copy us.
The algorithm just got here.
Yeah.
It's a new thing.
It's the AI version of us.
Yes.
All this trying to
We
do is
we
get
were
you
literally
brain.
on the internet before the internet was telling us what to be on here doing.
You got on the internet. That shit say you got mail.
Like we were hacking. I was at
You
school.
remember you couldn't be on the phone when
Bro.
niggas was on the house computer.
I was at school hacking into websites because
Hey, get
the
off the
school
phone and
banned
try to
them.
lock.
Mm.
You feel me? Like we couldn't play games in school. Like we was hacking through that bitch.
I
Like,
made my first.
we,
beats
you,
on
I
the,
don't even know if you can do
email.
that now. Like I don't know what type of shit they got in place now.
You
Like,
might be
the
able to do it,
internet's
but you
fake
probably go to
too.
jail for it.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like nah, man.
I made my first beats on the EMAC, the big ass that Shell Jones
Wow.
with the Garage Band.
I made my first beat beat on MTV Music Generator. And I had to burn that
Say
bitch.
like Sega.
I had to burn that bitch off the PlayStation
That's hard.
to a hard drive to a CD. Like, and it was only like 20
Bro.
seconds.
Telling your age now. boy.
Yeah, tell him my age.
Bro.
Tell him my age, man.
Bro.
But that's how.
And now you
And
can
mind you, this is
record
the
your
NPC
song
producer
in
we
your
talking to
phone.
here. This is a
Right.
real nigga we talking to.
And now I could turn
You
it.
can
I could
grab
turn my
your
phone this way and just
that
do it
joint
like
is
that. I've done
it's
it.
The camera,
crazy.
excuse
It's
me,
crazy.
Shout
Like,
out Steve Lacy.
camera, it's the
He did it
word,
off
the
his phone for
radio,
sure.
It's crazy. It's everything.
This is why I love Judah's perspective on things. though.
Yeah.
Like, no, you are the infrastructure.
Yeah.
You don't need anybody to tell
You
you
really
yes or
don't.
no.
Mhm.
It's a beautiful thing to realize that though. And people have to get to that point to realize
Voila.
it, especially from this area. Everybody
sure.
gets to a point where they have to realize certain paths and certain, but from this area, because we don't have certain infrastructures and certain things in place, and because everybody just be,
And I'm watching it in real time. Shout out to Us Over Them. Another group. They are 3 individual artists, and all of them are very talented. But like Us Over Them is a group that I was introduced to at Nature's show in Brooklyn.
okay.
And I mean, going crazy, like creating their own tours, like a
Fire.
million streams, like off, but which is incredible for some artists from Virginia.
Yep.
And I really like them. Now, certainly like a newer generation of music, you know what I mean? So you kind of gotta like
Yeah.
more current music, I think, to like them.
Mhm.
But I think like what they have captured for me is like, no, there are lyrics in here. It's just done over like more modern music that you can
Mhm.
appreciate, right? Like Off the Moon is my favorite song right now. I'm playing that on repeat. If y'all don't know Us Over Them, make sure y'all check them out. But I really, really like that group. You're talking about a group of like 24, 25-year-old
word.
guys like smoking shit.
Word.
And it's like, yeah, like we hitting this modern music, but like, nah, we saying
You
something
say-
too.
and that's
Yeah.
that I always
fuck
like
with
that. Yeah.
Something with some substance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It ain't gotta you ain't gotta sound like,
And music for the women, which I feel like is missing
It's
too. Like
because
as a woman, I'm really so enthralled that we're moving past this. Like, I blame August Alsina for this, like this era of music that really like hated women.
all this I was saying.
He absolutely hated women, and that's why he came out that closet so late. Like that music was centered around a nigga who don't actually like women, and there are a lot of
I
niggas
didn't
out
listen
here
to enough of his
who
music.
love pussy
all.
but do not like women. I say it all the
But
time.
that's also why
Niggas
probably
love
we wasn't-
pussy but don't like women.
It's true.
That is true.
I mean,
That's
it's
true.
the same
That's a
about-
fact.
You want to have sex with
That's a
girls.
sad
You might
fact.
not
It's the
mind
same
spending a little bit of
inversely.
time with her, knowing
Yeah.
you're going
I
to
have
get something
4
out of it.
sisters. It's the
Niggas
same
don't actually
inversely.
want to spend time with women if they're not getting something out of it. Niggas don't actually want to talk to women if they're not getting something out of it. They don't want to take them nowhere. Like that's why this whole conversation around like, oh, I don't want to pay for a date. Let's go walk in the park. Shit is like going
Is that
stupid.
really like
That's
happening?
ridiculous.
Is that really
That's for
happening?
niggas who don't go outside.
Hold
We
on,
not doing that.
hold on.
It's really
All right,
happening.
and we gonna go down this tunnel. I need to know this, all right? Because
I'm
there was
sitting back
never
'cause we
ever,
about to
there was never
put
ever
my
a
seatbelt
space.
on for this.
There was, we gonna break it out.
Put my
Right
seatbelt
now,
on.
I want to go. I'm gonna go in the house, right? And I'm gonna do a song.
Mm.
And it's going to be called "Can You Pay My Bills?" Right? Because the question is, when was there ever a fucking
For
time in
president.
my life as a dude where it was, oh man, one day somebody's going to come and scoop me up and just take care of everything. Then you got the boss bitch that's like, oh yeah, I don't need a dude because I got everything.
Yeah.
But you're showing me pictures of your ass because you really, yeah. So my question is again, where was like pay my can you pay my joints? Like I got a phone bill. I want, some motherfucking chips from the store.
We
Like
might want a haircut.
I'm just trying to
Yeah,
figure out
hey.
where all the pressure.
A haircut, pay for a haircut.
Yeah, and
Pay
the
for
second
that
thing-
haircut.
But the question is, what's
sure.
wrong with a date that does not require money?
Here's the thing, right? And this is my point. to
Because if
this.
you good, why you need him to do it?
Here's the thing, right?
I'm just asking for a friend.
100%, right? Now, Ty know what it is with me. We ain't got to get into it. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to say it out loud. But a nigga get into it. You understand what I'm saying? Issue number one. So my opinion is always going to be a little different, right? Because I'm typically the breadwinner in my situations, or at least I was before this one. Shout out to, anyway. Here's the thing. I think first things first, anything is a date when a woman likes you. I think a lot of men have a habit of dating women that don't actually like them
They like
because
the
they're
game.
focused on the aesthetic of
They
the
like
thing.
the
Bomb
date.
drop
right?
on that.
You're focused on how you look with this person,
Mhm.
right? How you just as focused, you just like these hoes.
Yeah.
You focused on how it looks in
How
these
it look,
pictures,
how it
how
feel.
your men see her. You
Yep.
want your uncle to be like, all that bullshit,
That's
right?
weird.
So because you are more focused
That's
on the
weird as fuck.
aesthetic, then the person, and make no mistake, aesthetic is always first. You need to be attracted to something in
That's
order
what's
to
gonna
even
make you
engage
walk
in
up.
it. Right.
But
That's
you
what
picked the
creates the
wrong
walk
person
up.
because of the aesthetic.
But to choose this person, to move forward with this person, to attempt to build life with this person without actually liking the person,
Yeah.
because you're so
Moronic.
gone off the aesthetic,
That's
would make you a fool, is the
Yeah.
first thing. So the first thing is dating women who like you,
Mhm.
because
20 minutes.
women who like you support through the up and the down. There are a lot of men who started off with money, something happened, they might have been investment brokers, the economy changes, a nigga lose his job, and now all of a sudden she doesn't like you anymore because you
Mhm.
picked an aesthetic over a person.
Mhm.
So you need to focus on a woman who likes you
And
first. She will stand by you regardless of what is happening,
If she
and
like you.
will support that situation if need be, because a woman who likes you understands that compromise is not 50-50. Sometimes it's 80-20, and sometimes that 80-20 lasts a month, sometimes it lasts a year. It depends on the situation, but you need to date people who like you first. The second thing
That's
is,
real.
once we establish that we like each other, right? Now, I used to tell people this when I was in college, right? I'm a Bible study girl, right? So I liken your relationship with a woman or a man to your relationship with God, which I think is important, right? Because I think you need a source of truth when there are problems. Whatever God it is that you serving,
Come on,
whatever you calling it, you need a source of truth in that situation. Because your opinion, your feelings, men are super emotional when they fall in love with you. You need a source of truth for when y'all getting emotional and shit getting out of control. So if you liken a relationship with God to your relationship with a person, the first thing that's important is communication,
Yes.
right? And communication is a two-way street. It's not a highway and a bike path, right? So if you look at it that way, prayer is you talking to God, the word is you talking to him, right? But you need communication. So y'all need to be able to talk to one another,
Of course.
right? The second thing in that is you need devotion, right? You need private time. We need to be able to sit in the house and do absolutely nothing and be comfortable with that. Your park dates, your coffee dates,
Yep.
these small, minimal things, $10 flowers for no reason, or making me something on construction paper if you ain't got no bread. And because I like you, because I
It's
care
gonna mean a
about
lot.
you,
Yeah, it means that
it
much
is
more.
meaningful.
Yeah.
Now, this is not to exclude, man. Go get some money.
Yes,
Take her out.
we're not excluding
Yeah,
that.
of course.
And
I'm
that's
not-
my,
I'm not
and
trying to
that's
take
my
that
next
out.
point.
But you
I
start
just
off on
wanted
the
that-
basis
That's the next point.
if y'all like each other.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all gonna act like y'all
The
like
common
each other.
point is that you need to like each other.
Fact.
Because
also
if you
you
like
need
her, you
communica-
wouldn't even trip over spending.
No.
that. You wouldn't even trip
When
on
we-
it.
And that's the thing
when
that
men like
women know.
When
Yeah.
men
If
like a
you
woman,
liked me,
I'm a.
we ain't talking about if a nigga broke and he ain't got it. We
Right.
talking about you do got it and you won't.
Yeah, because it's like
That's different conversation.
that's-
You
yeah.
broke niggas need to shut the hell up to
If
begin
you
with.
like
Because
it.
if you broke, you should not be dating.
Niggas
Hey,
need
You
to
need to be getting your shit together. Your pockets empty as shit, and you out here chasing bitches. That's crazy anyway.
So,
With
alright,
your
so
broke
hold
bum
on.
ass.
We just part
So
the Red Sea
now,
on that.
now, no people
We
with
just
no
part the
money
Red Sea
should
on
have.
No,
Two different.
people with money should not have love. You need a fucking job first. That's your problem.
No.
Y'all want to be dead fucking broke, no job, living at your mama house, zero,
What if they both
negative
broke?
10
What if
in the
they
bank
both
account.
broke?
No.
What if
We
they
not-
both broke?
No.
So it's about
There's
bread.
love there.
No.
So it's
I mean, y'all broke
If
If
you
y'all both broke, then fine.
So
But
if-
you shouldn't be with your broke ass. We're doing Kim Kardashian.
So
and that's what a lot of these niggas on.
What
That's
if
the
Kim
problem.
wants a
That's
broke
the problem, though.
You know
That's
good
the
and well.
problem, though.
You know good and well.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Let me tell you something. This is why it's important to have a source of truth, because that was ridiculous.
What'd he say?
No woman with money. Now you might
no
end
woman
up.
with money will want to do with no money. Yes,
No.
of course. But this is my question. Is this about
You were
money?
talking
Is
about
this
him, but that's not what
money,
you
though?
I'm about to say.
That hasn't been my
Is this about
experience.
money?
No, this is what I'm saying.
Or love?
This is what I'm saying. See, niggas not listening.
I'm
Okay.
listening.
Communication, right?
Yes.
Devotion.
Yes.
Time spent without having to spend money.
But you just
That is
also
important.
said that broke people that have no money. So the homeless guy that's on the corner that he just the ladies, he man, that nigga went to McDonald's and the lady was like, man, this dude hot.
I would say
He
fine.
should have no
would
love before
say-
he goes and gets out of the homeless.
I would say if
situation.
you know your word, then you know you need to be equally yoked.
Yeah, that's fair.
Agreeing.
So
That's
you
fair.
get somebody that's on your
equally
level.
yoke has to do with money.
Equally, no.
Equally yoked.
It could
But
be.
you
It
know
could
why?
be. It could
But
be
you
your
imply
mental.
it
It could be.
based on
It's part of it though.
It's
No,
part
I'm
of it.
talking about a
That's an
broke.
overarching-
I'm talking about a nigga that ain't got $20 in his
No.
pocket.
No.
I'm
What you
talking about
doing
that.
is honing in on the things that I'm saying that support your argument and
No,
not
I'm
listening to the
trying
whole.
I'm just
Because
asking
I
the
said
question.
you need to like each other first. You need communication. You need devotion. I said that before I said anything about the second
So
step
n-
of that,
so nothing
which
else
is
could
church,
follow, yeah.
right? So church is like, if I
Yeah,
love
but-
God the way that I say that I love God, right? right? Then staying in the house with him and never being willing to go into his house would imply shame. It would imply that I was not proud of this relationship.
Yeah,
So you do need balance. You not hearing me, and that's not my fault.
No, I
But
hear you.
communication,
I totally hear you.
devotion,
Yeah.
going into the house of God.
But
Right?
you- but
Those
do
are
you
the
see
aspects
that-
of a
do you see
relationship.
that-
You need to be able to communicate. We need to be able to spend time without spending $1. And also, we need to be able to be proud of this relationship. And money is a part of that. But all of those things have importance.
All right, hold
Yeah.
on. That was confusing because you just said it was about these
I ain't
things.
talking fast, you listen.
No. You said it was about
Shout out
these
to
things.
Wayne.
50.
Shout out to Wayne.
You
Shout out to
said
50.
this was about
said it first.
these things, right? That had nothing to do with
He don't
money,
remember.
As the basis.
right?
He don't remember.
But
That's why
then you
we gotta
said,
remember.
but money's involved in that. And then on the other side, you said, yeah, if you broke, you don't deserve love.
I
So-
never said if you broke, you don't deserve love. I
You
said
did, but
no,
you
it's not.
but
said
you
that.
If you broke, you should not be dating.
Yo,
There is a difference.
So what's the
Vein in
difference?
your
You
head when
did.
you said
You
that
said
shit?
that, but you was
I said that, but this show is about
What is it?
sensation.
Vein in your head
That's
came
gonna be what I
out.
clip. I ain't gonna lie. That's gonna be what I clip. I ain't gonna lie.
That
But
was
what I do think,
We
what
got
I do
thumbnails.
think
We got
is that if you are broke, you should not be focused on
That's not your
dating.
priority.
Right.
That should be.
That shouldn't be your priority.
But-
Now,
but- okay,
something
I don't
happens
know
and
if
God,
that's a-
what God got for you is
But
what He
it
got
gotta
for
be
you.
someone's
But that's what I'm saying.
priority,
You
though.
picking apart
He
pieces
taking
of
that
it.
as he
No,
taking
I'm
that as
just
you don't
asking, like-
deserve love.
I'm just saying,
That's
like,
not what I'm saying.
That is
saying,
what
like,
you
I
said.
don't
Like,
think-
he said that verbatim. If I'm homeless, I'm not looking for no girl.
Man, that's
I'm not looking for.
You're bringing up stupid shit and trying to make it relevant. What the fuck you looking for bitches for? Come on, man. We're wrapping this shit up. This shit ain't got stupid.
I never
We're
said
not wrapping this thing up and be like,
homeless was
come on,
looking
man.
for bitches.
It's cyclical. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Never said
You're
anybody
homeless.
was
You looking for a
bitches.
bitch for the house? What are you talking about?
He's right. Oh no, he's
No,
right.
it's
No,
not
no,
a
no, no,
comment.
he's right. No, he's right.
Come on, I wasn't homeless, bro. What should you
You
be
acting like
looking
niggas
at?
That's happening.
Homosexual?
Wait, homelessness
You
don't
acting
look
like niggas are homosexual out here.
homelessness
Homosexual as
don't
fuck.
look
Niggas
like
are
how
homosexual
it looked in the
as fuck.
90s.
And hold up. And why
Now it's facts.
And hold up.
How you be wearing
Wait,
Dior and shit now? You
Hold
right.
on.
You
comes
can't
with
even
PS4s.
tell already, bro.
You right. You can't
Homelessness
go
comes with Xboxes.
And
I know a nigga right now.
and here's the thing too.
Brand new outfit on with a PS5 and got a car. He just
Homelessness
ain't
comes
got
with
no
Dior.
That's
But here's the other side of that too, and this is impertinence to what you said exactly. When a woman likes you, she'll spend money on you,
And she'll let you stay in
and
her
hold on,
house.
hold on, but
That's
hold
the
on.
problem.
I'm
That
just
is-
That
saying,
is the problem.
any of y'all homegirls right now, text them and just ask them to send you a picture of their Amazon cart right now. It costs more than your life in there, bro.
Yeah.
Women spend money, bro. They are the highest consumers of every fucking
Everything.
thing
Black
that
women
ever
specifically.
exists to be bought. So that's first. Secondly, like you said, if your woman like you, it's
Anything
not
that is a
gonna-
date.
Y'all
Yeah.
niggas date women that do not fuck with you at all,
Yeah.
and it's
They're
soon-
only
and-
there for the date.
and
They're
if-
there for you at all.
But even if you had this much bread to start with, she fucked with you for that much bread.
yeah.
As soon as that's gone, nigga,
It's
you're
over.
done.
Or when you getting some more bread. Oh, you're not? Oh, well.
And
You
the
feel
truth
me?
is,
you gotta fuck with people that like
whether
you, 'cause
people
that,
want to admit this or not,
that gets over everything.
your partner determines the trajectory of your life.
It's true.
It is
Come on,
imperative
man.
that you choose positive, righteous partnership
Real talk.
because a person can ruin your
Life.
Have you stagnant? How you going in reverse? How you? I don't believe in God.
Contrarily,
All type
a
of
person
shit.
that truly cares about you is invested in you.
Come on now.
Mhm.
And they are also concerned about their return on the investment. So
Yeah.
I'm building you in the midst of this situation.
ROI,
This is why
baby.
the first thing I said was get somebody who like you.
Yeah, no.
You niggas be out here homosexual. You broke as shit. You got that Dior on, but it's holes in your socks. You've been wearing them drawers all week. You come out here smelling like outside. You don't got shit, but you think you deserve a Kardashian because you got Dior sneakers on that you've been wearing since last season. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
You need to date people, men and women, because you hoes do this too. Date someone who likes you
Yeah, it's true.
because that is a person who will be in support of the highs and the lows.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
A woman who likes you appreciates that construction card with the cotton
Nah,
balls.
that
Nah, for real.
A
That
man
takes
who
some
likes
effort,
you
like-
wants you without that makeup, without them heels, without all that
All of
weave
it.
and all
All
that
of it.
nonsense.
Niggas
You
gonna be
need
like,
to
wipe your
date
face off.
people who
Please.
like you.
Like that
I can't
shit.
believe I still got to tell you niggas this in 2026. The key.
I mean, they're shooting people's dads. They don't have people to tell them this shit.
This nigga's going crazy today.
true.
I can't. I was born on the day Malcolm X was assassinated. What do you want from me?
This
It's
nigga's
true.
wild. I love
What
it.
the fuck do you
I
want
mean-
from me?
I gotta bring you back.
Y'all
They
really?
don't got the OGs to be like, hey, we don't
It's
get down
true.
like that.
You're
You know how many good times I'd have had a good uncle or a good man in my life
Cut that out.
yoke me up and be
Yeah.
like, we don't do that.
We not
and
doing
this is
that.
why. But these young brothers don't got that.
That's
And
facts.
all jokes aside, like that shit makes me so sad that
Yeah.
there's not really any good examples to look up to except for these free car niggas and the niggas they show us on fucking the big three.
Niggas been raised by their friends, low
You
key.
know what
And
I'm
the,
saying,
and
bro?
the
And the
internet.
internet.
And none of them niggas have went to therapy. Like,
Make that a point in
No.
2026, y'all.
Go to
like,
therapy.
go
sign
to
up,
therapy.
bro. They got
Go to
pro bono
Go to
niggas.
therapy. You know why you go to therapy too?
Therapists, thank you.
So you can figure
actual
out what
therapists.
something
I
that
brought,
life
I brought my
you looks
therapist
like.
with me. What are y'all doing?
Facts.
Go to therapy so that you know what a good human being looks like.
Yeah.
My
So
God.
that you are not so controlled by your aesthetic mind.
Or the algorithm.
That you end up not just like only focusing on people who like look a certain way but don't actually have anything, but also so that you see the flaw in that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Therapy is a tool to help you figure out how to adjust your problems. It is not a fix-all. It is
Nope.
not a quick fix. It does not make you a perfect person. It does not heal all of your wounds.
It's
But
a
what it
machete.
does is provide you with
It's a
tools
machete.
to be able to like rearrange your
Get you
life.
through the
At least
bullshit.
that's what I get out of it. And I go to therapy every Tuesday. Ain't no shame in my game.
Come on now.
I done been through a
Proud
lot
of
of
you.
shit. I done seen a lot of shit. I done helped a lot of motherfuckers who didn't care about none of that. I go to therapy every Tuesday. I might be wilding out here if I did not. But you need tools. And if you don't feel like therapy is one of the tools, if you don't feel like God is one of the tools, you need to figure out a tool in order to become your best self, whatever that is. If that's you as a creative, if that's putting your music on wax and putting it out to the world, whatever your form of therapy is, invest in it in 2026.
Yeah, heavily.
Please.
Focus on yourself. And that's another part of dating that people have forgotten. You attract what you project. If you are the absolute worst version of yourself, you tend to attract someone like that. Or you get everything that you want and you mishandle
And
it.
you don't know what
Yeah, I
the
was
fuck
about
to
to-
do.
yeah.
You have no idea what to do
Fumble
with
it.
it.
Shout
You
out to
got exactly what you
every
wanted.
fucking fumbled ball.
Man, what?
Every guy that when God was like, "This is what you wanted," right? And you was like, "Did I just drop that?"
Facts. And
Can I get
also,
another one, nigga. No.
when you've been in
That was
therapy
it.
and you're healed, you understand that not everything is a fumble. Some of this shit is a punt.
come on now.
Some of y'all suck.
Facts. A Hail Mary.
And I
You
punted
threw
the
that
shit
bitch-
out that. I
Yeah.
Hail Mary that to
You
the
threw
other
that bitch
team and let them
away.
have it
Yeah.
because you suck. Not everything is a fumble.
Yeah,
That's
facts.
true. That's
And when
true.
you healed, when you've gone through something, you begin to understand that as well. You might have
Yeah.
lost something, but that was not a loss.
And flip it too. They might have fucked around and fumbled you.
Mhm.
Don't forget, you're the catch too.
I've been fumbled.
Motherfuckers,
times.
you feel me? They always think victim mentality. Be like, nah, you gotta flip it. There's victim mentality. There's accountability.
In fact,
Bro.
Honestly, I never look at it like that. I don't think anybody ever fumbled me. I just think you were not supposed to be here in the first place.
That's a different
This is
way of
always on
looking at
me. Like, I feel like if I look at my past partners versus current, I feel like the obvious answer to it is like, nah, I wasn't in the best space. You're here because I wasn't.
That's
Mhm.
real.
I wasn't my best self.
But that's
Not because you deserve to be.
that's
Yeah.
full
Not because there's a
accountability,
fumble
though.
anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
I was not the best version of me. And those things that maybe I thought
That
were
was the
hidden
result.
or
Mhm.
things I'm still working on, but my loneliness is controlling my decision making in this
Mhm.
moment. Like, those were the things that attracted that person. The second that I moved into like a better version of myself,
Don't even
no
resonate
matter
with
how
that.
much, because I ain't gonna lie, I don't get on here and do no faking. I done done some keep sweat bagging. I ain't gonna
What?
I done done some keep sweat bagging out here. Let me tell you something. I said this last week. I'm gonna say it right now. If people knew the things that I have said when I was in love, I would die from embarrassment. And that's real. But at the end of the day, we
Yearner,
grow.
a yearner.
Let me tell you something. I'm a yearner, a lover girl for sure. But let me tell you something. I don't care if the text was yesterday. The past is the past. You ain't got nothing on me, baby. Like, you ain't got nothing. If it ain't
He's not
happening
a
today, you ain't
yearner.
got shit, baby. Like, you can put all that shit on the internet right now. You can tag
That's
me.
the
I'll
most
put it in the
toxic
story.
shit.
You don't care about none of that.
This year.
Because I'm I'm not who I was yesterday.
I
And I
know-
certainly ain't who I was 6 months ago, 6 years ago. So like I've never tripped.
Where was that game like 3 years ago in my life?
Man, what?
I could have said that several times. That was yesterday. I'm not even that nigga no more.
I
I'm
mean,
not-
that's a woman.
that's not me.
That's the woman's
I
play.
got 4
The woman's
sisters.
playbook.
I
Let
should've
me
paid
tell
more
you something. The
attention.
past is the past.
We can't get that off ever.
Let me tell you something.
That don't even make sense when you say that. What?
Let me tell you something.
What you mean? That doesn't make sense when you said
Let
it.
me tell you what. I'm gonna say this right here, and then we're gonna end this show. Philippians 3. What I do, pressing toward the mark and forgetting those things that are behind me. I done forgot all that shit from yesterday. Peace out, man. Shout out to our wonderful, amazing guests.
That was
Make
too
sure y'all
perfect.
go check out their music. Make sure y'all follow them on Instagram. We're gonna get another round of their social media handles. Make sure y'all follow. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to You Weren't There podcast on YouTube. I'm of course your host at Mia Was Here. Make sure you follow You Weren't There. Live show Sunday, March 15th at Dry DC. That's 381 Moore Street Northeast, right in Union Market. Make sure y'all come out. Make sure y'all show love. Everybody's invited. We know the RSVP's been gone for a minute, but listen, you know what I'm saying? You show me you watch the episode, I'm gonna look out for you.
Loyalty.
The Uptown Sound on all social media. You can follow me, the Uptown Sound _ on certain social media, but it's all spelled out the same way. I'm back outside, man. I'm off ice. You feel me? I went to go live some life, live some good life, but I got some projects coming. I got stuff to say. Other people have things to say, and it should be cool. You know, check it out.
You gotta go first this time.
All right, we switching off. At Let the Dirt Say Amen. I trust that all of my people out there are bright enough to know how all those words are spelled. So let the dirt say amen. Instagram is the quickest way to find me in that space. But in real life, I hope you know me and then you can actually find me quick. With that being said, God bless the DMV. Love thy neighbor, even if he's homeless.
Facts.
Give him a date. And
Nah,
I
don't
got
get that nigga no
I
date.
got an album called Hear My Dear that's out, and I got one on the way. Shout out to Superior. And yeah, man. Take me out to the go-go.
So
Hey, it's KZMF. That's King Zo, motherfucker. Before I say anything, I was looking on my Instagram. I gotta say rest in peace to John Gambini. We called him Beans, go-go legend. I just wanted to say that because I seen this picture and we was talking about go. It hit my heart. Go catch me on Instagram, social media, anywhere. KZMF. Those 4 letters in that order. I'm gonna come up first with a verified check. It'll be me, the real King Zo. THE real KINGZO. No E's, all gas, no brakes. With Danny 2.0. That stands for we don't have a name yet because we don't. We're taking suggestions. So if you guys have any, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, call the toll hotline. We'll figure it out. Rhonda's out of prison. Pretty Tony's blind, and we're trying to figure it out. Yeah.
we love it. Again, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all tapping in. Some of the things that we say are sensational. We know that, but it's all true. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Make sure y'all check out these incredible artists. Let the Dirt Say Amen. Like, let me tell y'all, I'm a big fan. So make sure y'all check that out. Zoe, I went to see him live. Incredible. One of the best performers I've ever seen. Like, there are some people who can just pull you in and you don't even have to know who they are. Not all of y'all had that skill. Learn from this guy. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We see y'all next week.